soy or something.
Yeah, it's massage and it doesn't burn. So I love it. I love it.
Something.
Oh, I hear myself. Michael check. Phone check. 1 2 1 2. What's up with y'all? Let me know when I'm live, Marie. I might be live. I'm just talking to you already. Because that's what I do. I talk crap. I only go live on Facebook.
You're live.
We live.
We always live. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the BBW Show. It's my Friday. It's my Friday, as I love to call it. I'm back. And guess what? I'm back at home. What's the chances of me being back at home 2 weeks in a row?
I know.
Be proud of me, right?
It's the weather.
It's the weather.
Okay.
You're only home because of the weather.
She know me all too well, y'all. Hey, I'll be home next week too. So y'all doing good. I might be home February. I'll be on the streets, honey. I might fad about 5 Freddy. Remember how fad Freddy used to be all over the town and all that?
I ain't mad at you.
That'd be me. That'd be me.
You only live once.
But y'all, we have a great show tonight. Happy February.
Happy
to all the beautiful people out there, all the lovers. And I don't call it just Black history. I call it our history because I feel like it's the world's history. I feel like definitely it's American history. So I like to call it our history. I heard somebody today call it carbon something because of the science of the carbons in our skin or what we're made of. It made so much sense, y'all. It was dope. But we're going to attack that because we will have a Black History show. Okay. But tonight is for lovers only. For lovers
Oh,
only.
girl, how can you have me pull that up?
I don't know, because that just came. I tell you, that just came off. Yeah, that's what. Go ahead, Marie. Go on, spin that. Because I swear, I just thought about that.
General Kane in the building.
Hello. And yes, y'all hear that?
Come on now.
That's when you knew you're supposed to be in bed.
Stop.
Mama and your daddy was going to think that you ain't have no business knowing about that.
Yes. Come on now.
You heard that piano. It was definitely 11 o'clock on 93.1.
Yes.
Take your ass to bed.
Yes.
It's
Say that.
Lovers only at this point. Hey.
Hey. Come on now.
So listen. Tonight, I have the honor and the pleasure. I love when I can link up with people that I've had in my life, that came to my life, that actually, so many people don't get the chance to say they had friends and sustain friendships.
That's true.
Whether you talk to people every day, you see them every day, communicate, network, whatever the case may be, but certain set of people in your life are still your friends. And I have been so abundantly blessed to have so many of those beautiful people in my life. And I actually have a very beautiful soul to my left. I think y'all right if we're looking, opposite ways. Right. Her beautiful name is SHEENA. Her tag, y'all see SHEENA Marie all over the Instagram. All over social media. And tonight, we're going to talk about sex. The name of the show is called Let's Talk About Sex. Listen, I'm 40 plus. I'm 45 almost. And I really don't know a human that don't talk about sex.
Or having some sex?
Yeah, or having some. Well, God, Lord, I hope they have some sex.
You could be having sex with yourself, honey.
I hope you're at least doing that. Please at least be doing that. Get to know yourself better. Please. But we're going to talk about all things sex. Not just on a perversion level. But, we go dig into that. Intimacy. The healthy parts of having sex, right. the things that could add, or some things you might want to take away from your sexual life to enhance, or maybe some people oversex, and they maybe need to pull back and really learn how to sex. I've met how to sex. Say it again. How to sex. I've known this woman for years, man, and her is so funny. Her and I both was kind of thinking the same thing. How long have we known each other? We met at a previous job years ago. It's so crazy, Sheena, though. It doesn't seem like it's been years.
It doesn't seem like it's been that long, but that's good though.
That's beautiful because she looks exactly the same from the day I met her. This is how we don't play around. So with melatonin, really don't crack, y'all. We have to do some things that forcefully make this crack. We are naturally beautiful.
Like crack.
Yeah, like crack. She been like this ever since I know her. Always a good time. Always smile because she's got an infectious smile. Y'all know she's gorgeous, actually.
Thank you, darling.
Gorgeous.
You are too.
Thank you, baby.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I started in Wellman in 2000. When did you start at Wellman?
I started at
2005. That's a lie. 2005.
I started there in 2009.
Okay, so and we rocked for years, but we rocked beyond leaving. And that's the last time we're gonna say that company name.
Yes.
You ain't getting
no more feet.
Y'all get no notoriety on this show. None.
Zero.
We just had to revisit where we met.
Yes. But I was thinking about that when I got dressed. Like, at the point that it's been so long, you don't even have to rehash it or even keep count anymore. You know what I'm
you
saying?
just know it's been a good amount of time, and there's still a good amount of relationship behind
good energy, good vibes.
Yes, always.
And there are a lot of people that I can say that I rock with and I ain't never had a problem with. We ain't never had no issues, girl.
None.
Never had no problem.
Listen, what's so crazy is that a lot of guys that like her, like me, guys that like me, like her, but we used to laugh about this shit.
We was wife-in-laws for a while. We was wife-in-laws.
Yeah, we had a whole husband, y'all.
Yes, we did.
He's going to glory.
Yes, rest in peace. Rest in peace.
We love you.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. But we were wife-in-laws at one point, honey. We was whole work wives together. Good times, man. I'm telling you, that's how it goes. Good times. But this woman has also picked up a career in being an expert in the love industry. Oh. And I remember when you first did. I think you did a party for Tracy.
I did.
You did. We had
a good time.
You know, I had Dodge. Let me. I'll back up.
Okay.
So let me get back into her introduction because that's rude. This is how I am. I'll be freestyling.
It be all over.
I'll be freestyling on my show.
Let me have a drink.
Go sit. Oh, it's like let's toast to friendship. Boom. New year, another year. New entrepreneurships, new networking, all that good stuff. Hands in the air, decisive. She tinking with us too.
Clink, 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 clink. Oh, one
And
wrong one. Clink.
Oh, hey. Double.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to have a sip, I forgot. As I was saying, this beautiful woman has become an expert in her field. And how I know that, and I'm not saying it just to pump her head up because I've seen her journey in this company that she's actually became a boss entrepreneur in. I really didn't want to diet down on my caption today, and I apologize because I really was like, you know, sometimes I'll be having mind puzzles with myself when I'm posting and be like that. Yeah, I'm like overthinking. I'm like, yeah, I do a lot. And I did say she's with the Pure Romance Company. Mm-hmm. She's been for years. And I put rep, but I know her official title is way bigger than that. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to let her dig into that.
I'm going to introduce myself.
Hey, about that. Yes, I'm going to allow her. Y'all know what I like to do. I like to call her commercial. So yes. I want you to tell the people who you are, okay, what you do, all right, what you got going on, anything you want to tell them. Okay, there's no script, baby. No script. All right.
Well, y'all, my name is SHEENA Marie. I'm the SHEENA Marie.
Hey.
Yes, I do a lot of things. I wear too many goddamn hats. But tonight we're going to talk about the sexual health aspect, the sexual health hat that I wear. So it's been 10 years now.
I can imagine. That doesn't surprise me.
10 years. So December 12th, 2012, I became a Pure Romance consultant. I started doing it because I needed some more money. You know, like I needed some more money for my daughter. She was sick. I just needed a way to make money without having to go to work and be all stressed out. I had a party with somebody at said company that we won't mention, and I watched this lady make like a whole bunch of money, and I was like, this lady just left here with the money I need for groceries. Like, that's literally what I thought. And so I sat Tanya Premise.
Yes.
I'm going to give her love and shout out and credit because she asked the lady about it. She asked the lady, like, how do you do this? And the lady was like, I'm going to send some information to SHEENA because she was already packing up. And I sent it to Tanya, but I intercepted it too. And I read it and I was like, this is all me. Like, this is my crazy ass. This is everything that embodies everything that was me, right? So I jumped head first, right in. My first party, I made like $1,000, and I was in love. I was in love. Now, mind you, this 2012.
So, yes. 1K back then on the side hustle?
Honey, I couldn't even go to sleep. I went home and couldn't even go to sleep. Like, I was just like, okay, I'm doing this. Like, I was all the way locked in. But even more than that, I just started meeting dope-ass females. Yeah. Like, a whole bunch of females that was super dope and a whole bunch of females that really needed my help. Like, on some... I don't know nothing about my body. I don't know what I'm doing for real, but I'm doing it, right? Yeah. And I'm confused and I'm lost, but I need some help, but I don't know how to say I need some help. And so I started just like jumping full-fledged in, right? Like, I'm a nerd for real. Like, you know, for real. So I know a lot. So it gave me a chance to teach a lot. And it made some money and enjoy what I was doing, right?
Yes.
Like, really enjoy what I was doing. Like, teach women how to be better with themselves personally, sexually, how to be confident, how to be better when they being intimate. Like, all the things that came with sex that you don't learn about, right?
Yeah.
You learn about don't get pregnant, don't get a disease, don't do that. Like, don't do all of this. But what about when I want to do all of this?
And I want to step out the normal of those things that you're supposed to do.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing for the last 10 years. Teaching a whole bunch of women a whole bunch of stuff. learning more about myself in the process, but really just empowering females.
That's so amazing.
More in their femininity, you know.
And so now I can say what I would say. For years, I mean, for a long time, I knew a lot of people. I don't say I knew a lot of people, but I knew people that knew a lot of people that were doing pure romance gatherings or parties or you know, and I got invites all the time. But I used to really, honestly, just really shake them. I'm like, I don't. With having that mindset. Oh, I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or I don't need this. Or you know, if I need a toy, I'll go get it.
I'll go get it. Yeah, I'll go to Ambiance or something like that. Right.
Yeah. And my sister had this party. And
shout out to Tracy.
Shout out to Tracy. How could you say no to your sister party, right? Especially my sister. I'll say, let's put it like that. I'm very close to my sister. So, but we had a freaking blast.
I don't think I got home until like 2:30 in the morning.
No, we kicked it hard.
Yeah.
And beyond kicking it though, all the games that she brought all the information, because she made it as if we were just all sitting there having a girl gathering. It didn't feel like, oh, bye. Because you know, a lot of times when you go to these types of Avon parties, no, please, no disrespect. I bought plenty of Avon, Mary Kay, don't, and y'all have great products.
Right.
Don't get it twisted.
Right.
But when you get so flooded by so many invites to those things, you tend to kind of step away from it. You know what I mean? So, but you know, you don't feel like you're pressured to buy, or join.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what one of the key things I felt like you brought. But you brought so much fun in every bit of our learning, every bit of our. Do you know I still got my massager that you put in the water?
Look at there. I love that.
It's on I have this cabinet where I keep something.
I'm happy you said that because I brought you a gift. You don't come to a woman's house without bringing her a gift.
See,
I brought you a gift.
You better say this to me. Don't play with my emotions, honey.
You ain't got to open that in front of the people. Because it ain't none of their business. You can if you want to.
I definitely will. I'm not going to do it right now.
Yeah, there you go.
I will reveal. Y'all know I'm open sometime. I'm going to speak before I show y'all.
But that's good. I love that you still have your products.
That's
That's always my whole plan. Like, I'm not coming in here.
It still works.
That's good. See? That had to be about 7 years ago.
It probably longer than that, though, for real. And I love it because that goes one. They're gonna show you a company's products is sustainable and it's worth its value.
Yeah.
So she's really tied to a company that has worth. But I'm telling you the experience. Oh my God, we might do one here in this station.
Yeah, I'm a fool. So I like to call it like a fun sex ed class. That's how I feel like
it's super great.
Yeah, like first of all, even though I'm in the business, I want you to spend your money wisely, right? So I'm going to tell you ways that you can use a product more than one way. All right, that's the first thing.
You are so cute about that. All my memories young back. I'm going to be
like, good, you got 1, 2, 3 things you can do with this, right? I'm going to give you some ideas. I might open up your own ideas because you know what you do in your own thing.
Right.
And then on top of that, I'm going to show you an expensive toy. I'm going to show you a mid-price toy, and I'm going to show you a cheap toy. You know what your money looking like. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want you to leave here empty-handed. I don't want you to feel like because you broke, you can't get nothing, right? Right. I'm going to here go a little $25 for a girl. Go home. Get your thing off. Do your thing. It might not last you a long time, but tonight, it's going down for you, right? Like, that's just how I feel. And my idea is to build relationships, right? Like, sex in itself, if you having sex with somebody, it's some type of relationship there. For the next 3 hours when we together and we talking about everything I gotta do with you, everything, we having sex for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we in a relationship. Intimacy. It's intimacy.
Y'all better learn.
I tell people all the time, like, we go together now. I don't do one night stands. We go together. They're like, what? We go together. Like, call me for anything. Like, call me anytime you need me. We gonna have to talk about some of the crazy calls that I got. Ooh. But yeah, that's just kind of that's what I've been doing for the last 10 years.
I love it. So we're gonna jump into the business. Oh, and let me tell you guys too. Once we get into this talk and everything, you guys are more than welcome to call in 216-939-5087 and talk to this expert of love, honey. And me too. Y'all know I'm just who I am. So I like for people to get to know my guests, even whatever field they're in. So I'd like to be specific. Okay. You know, who is Sheena? Where is Sheena from? You know, Sheena's legacy started at. Are you originally from Cleveland and your family life? The things that you're comfortable with sharing. Okay. And my God, your baby, I know she ain't baby.
I know, right?
But I'll let you go.
Right, okay, so I am born and raised in Cleveland. My parents is from Cleveland. My mama from Garfield, my daddy from Garden Valley, okay? Like, born and raised in Cleveland, okay? I have 2 children. So I have a daughter that I birthed and I pushed out. And then I got a son that I was blessed with because I belong to somebody.
Hey.
And so, so I got 2 children. When they grown, they doing their thing. I'm so proud of my kids, like working and living and driving and thriving and doing all the things that come with life. So that's a beautiful thing. I like to call myself a chameleon, girl. Like, I'm going to be whatever I need to be at that time. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to always be authentic. It's going to always get real, but I'm going to have to move a little bit and have to mold a little bit. Like, I come from 2 different, very diverse backgrounds, which I credit to making me everything that I am, right? And I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. Like, you know, we all got our struggles, but if it wasn't for them struggles, I wouldn't be SHEENA.
How would you be?
Yeah. A lot of people try to duplicate and be me. They could never. They could never.
Let's preach.
Right. It is what it is. You know, we've been down that road. We've watched that experience come together. I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just try to be a better version of me every day. Like, I try to keep thriving and just get better, figure out who the hell SHEENA is. Cause right, like, and so I'm gonna say that a little bit different. Not figure out who I am, create who it is that I want to be. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's so intentional.
Yeah, it has to be. I feel like because we all trying to find and dig and everything. Like, you get this life, make it what you want to be.
Right.
This old lady told me one time, like, think about your life when you die and work backwards. Right.
Oh, that's good advice.
Just kind of keep working from there, and I'm like, okay,
that's great
I can do that. Yes. Yeah, I tell my kids that. So that's kind of that's me. That's me in a nutshell. Like, complicated and simple at the same damn time.
I know that's right.
Same
That's
damn.
it.
I love that. I love that. So, for us, we'll jump ahead. We'll definitely because I want to we're gonna get into some real juicy talk, y'all. So, with Pure Romance, and we definitely thank you for telling us how you got into the industry, into the business, and $1,000, of course, as you like.
I was stuck. In a chokehold. The girl was in a chokehold.
I guess it was addictive shit. But beyond that, once you've seen the money, like, and you did talk about the great experiences you had with women, and just from our party, you known us for years before we even had a party. But to even get us in that setting and to hear more, be loose and be in our bad girl thing, but also be cool with just being who you are. Because there's some people that didn't say anything and didn't want to do anything. You know what I mean? So, but what were some of the most pivotal things in Pure Romance early on? Early on.
Okay, it's a story time. Time. Okay,
I love it.
So, very early on, like, I love women, but I don't have a big circle, right, of like close females that I'm super close with.
Okay.
So like I learned very early on from the other people in the business, like, don't count on your circle to support your business. Right. Probably one of the first valuable lessons that I learned being in business, right? Any business, okay? Your friends and your family gonna be the last people to support you. Just putting that out there in case y'all didn't know that. So okay, I got a party from the lady who I signed up with when I did the business. She is a very conservative Caucasian woman, and the party was on 105 in DuPont.
Oh,
okay. So she gave me the party, and I'm like, I got this. I'm going to the party. It actually ended up being my favorite dynamic of girls to party with, like young 20-year-old girls, right? Cause just think about yourself at young and 20, like
just think about yourself.
Baby, you popping, your body popping, everything is happening for yourself.
Your mind so much freer.
Yeah, man, you just ready to do everything, and you think you know everything and don't know nothing.
Not a damn thing.
Don't know nothing.
Playing sex, I really
playing sex, playing pretend sex, okay, like humping, you ooh-eyeing and shit still, right? So I'm at the party. I got everything all set up. These girls, none of them in there is 25.
Wow.
At this time, I'm probably early 30s, right? None of them in there is 25, and I'm talking about clitoral stimulation. Right, that's important. Like, we can talk about
very
clitoris.
Important. We're talk about it.
Let's talk about it. And I say to them, your clitoris is designed only to give you pleasure. That's the only purpose of it. It don't have no other function in your body. We're going to come back to that also, right?
Yes, it's come back.
So I'm talking about that, and the girl, the host, she's a mother. She got a little baby probably about 6 months or something. The girl says, because you pee out of it.
Oh, baby. They should have kept health there.
They should have kept health and sex ed and everything else, right?
Yeah.
And my mouth almost hit the ground. before I could do anything, her friend smacked her like, pow! And she said, girl, you don't pee out your clitoris. You got a whole hole for that. And I was happy that we had a friend in the house that knew what was going on. I was like, this friend got some sense. I don't know where the other friends was at, but this friend got some sense.
This one knows.
And in that moment, I was like, oh, it's people that need this. Like, you out here having sex.
You peeing out your clitoris.
Wasn't it wide open making babies?
You actually made a baby.
And she a little girl. You got a little daughter.
You was gonna tell her urine come out of her clit. Okay.
Yeah. In that moment, I was like, ooh, not only is this fun, this is informative. Like, I'm gonna be able to educate a whole pocket of women. Like, and in that moment, I realized how pivotal it was. Like, this is good. This is real good. Like, I need this. And so in the party, I make it fun as hell, but I'm teaching you the whole time. Yeah. Like, and you will be surprised because I do the orders one-on-one. You will be surprised how many girls come in there and be like, look, I didn't know this. I didn't know that. I didn't know this. I can't believe you told me this. Yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, oh, right? Like, I had a very open mother. Like, my mother was very much like, you masturbate. Like, when I'm like 13, 14, right? Like, because how you think you about to go out here and have sex when you a grown woman and you don't even know what that feel like? Okay. Right? So I knew my body well before I was even out here having sex, right? I think it also prevented me from being out here having sex so early, right? But like the fact that somebody's mama ain't tell them what was going on in their situation, yeah, that's how I knew it was pivotal.
That's amazing.
You got a man digging all up in you and you don't know.
You got a man digging, but you don't even know where your pee come from. Yeah. That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Ain't that deep?
That's deep.
Yeah.
But I only can imagine, because it's still from this day the energy that's coming off of you telling that story, the gratitude that you got to be able to be in that moment.
That's why my client's long term. Like, I rock with this little baby. She got 3 kids now. She got a whole husband. Like, the whole house. Right. That's my boo. Like, hey, boo. I ain't gonna say your name. Hey, boo. But yeah, you know, like, that's my boo. Like, because it's so many women who don't have somebody to teach them something like that. And then they can go to confidently and then be able to go back and have sex and be confident and strong and
knowing what
they're doing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah. That's such a dope story. Yeah. I could see why, like, something like that, beyond money, will give this business will give you that
it's
type of gratification.
Yeah. I think on top of that too, like on the flip side is women who be like, I'm not satisfied with my spouse. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh. Okay, so listen, let's because now we're about to start chopping up.
All right.
Let's chop subjects. Okay. I just want to think about that. So again, we're taking callers at 216-939-5087. It's called All About Sex. And no, All About Sex is not just about sex. We're about to dig into a lot of things. All parts of sex. All things. I like to call it all things sex.
All things. Yes.
So let's chop this thing up. As a matter of fact, let's go back to, I don't even do the comparison what you just said. You had a very open mom. I didn't.
Okay.
You know, it was always, my mom was such a do what I say type person. Right. You know what I mean? And plus, I was the youngest of my siblings. So, all things sex really wasn't.
Yeah, no, you was on the last of the sex.
I came on. Yeah. And my oldest was got pregnant at 16, so that that really damaged sex for us.
Yeah, it was no conversation.
But me anyway.
Don't do it.
Period.
Of discussion. No sex.
What? Is that such a word? Because my mother was very versed in telling me about things of health. I knew about urethra. I knew all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I knew about my menstrual very well, things of that nature. But sex, no, that ain't the conversation.
Yeah.
Don't even talk.
It was too taboo to talk to your kids.
It was, and listen, I was so developed. I had breasts there. Train them wrong.
When did it train?
I woke up and had to jump into a hole, bro.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, that's how crazy life was for me. And my mother explained that anatomy about me. But she didn't tell me why my nipples felt so good. They were rubbed properly or touched. You know what I'm saying? Why they got hard by themselves all of a sudden? Like, what was
happening every now and again down up in here?
What's that triggly thing that I feel?
When I did that, it did something.
Yeah, I squeezed. I felt something different. Oh my God. Yo.
I talk about that at parties. Like, the very first time that you just randomly rub past that thing.
How did that happen?
Hold on. What was that? Let me revisit that in a few minutes. I need to go back in the...
What, we always hear so much about guys, younger boys ejaculated.
Yeah.
And jacking off so young. But the guys really don't realize, women, we have those same feelings as we were developing ages too. We just couldn't talk about how we was feeling and exploring and feeling things differently. But so even outside, I'm gonna leave the young part on. I'm going to the grown. So let's go into the grown part of getting to know yourself. We'll call the segment "Getting to Know Yourself."
Okay, all right.
As a woman, I'll be honest with you. I really didn't. I wasn't tough into. I didn't get into toys. I would say until my ex-husband, who recently passed, Andre. We weren't married then, of course, but he was a freaking leak, honey.
She said freaking like a leak. Okay,
he
just
was.
In case you were wondering.
I mean, I didn't, because I was like you said, it was taboo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I knew, kind of how to touch myself and fake it and, kind of make it look sexy for if I did have intercourse with a guy and he wanted to see that. But what's one thing that you can say for a woman of any age? Why is it important? The importance of beyond just knowing yourself.
Okay.
But I want to hear it from you and your perspective and your knowledge. Why is it important for a woman to? I won't say important to masturbate, but should explore or the power of masturbation for a woman.
A lot of different reasons. So first of all, for health benefits, I know this. We're gonna.
Okay.
Yes.
Come on. Teach me.
The more when you masturbate, you allow your body to do things that you aren't per se doing when you're having sex, right? Because you're a little bit more focused on your partner. Think about that. In sex, they're focused on you. You're focused on them. You are fully focused on yourself when you're in that moment, right? You are fully focused on yourself. It allows your cervix to relax. It gives you the ability for different lubrications to come into play that you might not normally been able to. Maybe you never knew how you could have a full orgasm. Maybe you only was able to have, right? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you was only able to have a clitoral orgasm. Now maybe masturbating, you done discovered your G-spot, or you done discovered that, hey, I like a little nipple stimulation. You know what I'm saying? So it's different things like that. It's mental benefits, right? Just like men. Sometimes men like, I just need to get one off. I can feel better, right? It's a stress relief.
For facts.
Seriously. Like, total stress
I can
relief.
definitely testify to that.
Yeah. You just be better when
sometimes I need to kick my day off. Like, okay,
girl feel good.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Girl feel good. And I tell my clients that all the time. Sometimes lock the door in the morning time. Just lock that boy. Have your fun, honey. I said,
you know what you're doing? It don't take long.
It don't take long. You do it more faster than anybody else. Honey. You should know how to.
And you feel great once you
feel great. You come out the bathroom smiling.
Right.
You go to work on Monday happy. They're like, you happy today? Sure am. Life is well, right? So those kind of health benefits. But also it helps you to feel more confident. It helps you feel more sexy with your partner, right? Because now you're able to exude that same level of sexiness, that same level of sensuality that you have with yourself, with your partner. It's kind of like practice. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a pre-warm up, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it helps with that whole process. Another thing is sometimes masturbating makes sex better.
I agree. But
so think about that for a second. So for women, round 2 is always great.
Always. Men, y'all didn't know? Seriously, don't stop at 1.
Always.
Force yourself sometimes. Just
fellas, pay attention.
Seriously.
Listen up.
Oh, that's big facts.
Big facts, right?
Round 2 always is lit.
So think about this. What if you already come to the party on round 2? You as a female. You mind blown, his mind blown, your mind blown, everybody up in here like, yes. I love it, right? So that's a whole nother level. Like, think about that. If you know you want to get something, say you're not in a relationship. Sometimes you planning, we going out tonight, we gonna kick it, or whatever, or maybe he coming over, maybe she coming over. Fellas, y'all can do it round 2 too. Get ready for it sometime. Netflix and chill, whatever the case may be. But ladies, round 2, go ahead, have your little fun by yourself. Pull out your toy, do your thing. It could just be an external toy, right? For clitoral stimulation. You don't have to penetrate. Get your little orgasm off. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You sitting there glowing and smiling when he pull up. Like, hey, boo. Hey.
Right. Honey, I just heated the oven up.
Yeah, everything. This oven and that one. The food is almost ready. Everything is almost ready for night.
I love that.
That's important. Like, a lot of women don't admit that they masturbate, right?
Yeah.
87% of men admit that they masturbate.
Yeah.
I'll say probably higher than that.
Like on paper, right?
Right.
The other ones is lying.
Right.
I just feel like they're lying. But only like 60% of women admit that they masturbate.
I'm surprised surprised it's that high.
Yeah.
Well, now I can see nowadays it's probably
Nowadays,
that high.
yeah. When I first started this business, it was real low. Probably
You
about
know what
30%.
I wonder too? I wonder if there's like a correlation between that and women that don't have orgasms.
Oh, okay.
That's a good,
Also true. But do you know why some women?
Because there's a lot of women that don't have.
A quarter of
orgasms
women don't have
outside
orgasms.
masturbation. Yeah.
I mean, once you really know your orgasm, you can understand why a lot of women don't have orgasms.
Yeah.
It took me a minute to understand why.
Yeah.
Because honey, that level of
Yeah.
and when you add orgasm, there's levels to it too.
Right.
Because you know it's 8 different types of orgasms.
Oh, see, come on. We ain't going back at all. I want to hear this.
All right, let's talk about it. So you can have like a sleep orgasm,
Right?
right?
No. Don't say right. Please
A sleep orgasm.
explain that to me.
So like you sleep.
No.
You sleeping. You
Have I
sleeping.
had one? Okay, come
And
on.
sometimes men have sleep orgasms like wet dreams, right? It's the same thing for women, but a lot of times for a woman, a sleep orgasm will happen if you haven't had sex. Like if you're, because you know, your body, sex is natural, right? Your body needs to release. You need that, whether it be alone or with somebody else, you need that quality time. You need that interaction. If your body isn't getting that release, you can have a sleep orgasm. Your body is just, you could be having a normal ass dream. You sitting here talking to me, and your body will just clench up. And you will have a full-fledged orgasm. Next thing you know, it's a wet little puddle situation happening.
Excuse me, I think I've had some of those.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. And you might wake up even like wet. You might wake up
Like kind of like, what happened? I even remember the dream. I could say.
She said, I know what happened. I was there.
I was
there, child. No, seriously. Like, so that's the first one. You can have a sleep orgasm.
okay.
You can have a skin orgasm. So, you know, like just touch. Like your skin is your largest organ, right?
Yeah.
So somebody could just be touching. I know y'all done felt that before, where somebody just be touching you and you just feel like you about to lose your shit.
Like your
You about
head
to
about to fall off.
Oh my God! Like please, just stop. Like don't stop, but just stop. Like
Right. Keep it composed. Like.
You can have a skin orgasm. You can have definitely a clitoral orgasm,
Absolutely.
right? But you know, most women, 70% of women have a clitoral orgasm. Most women can't even have an orgasm without having a clitoral orgasm.
Yeah. No, I mean, and I guess I can get it if you don't have a partner that can get you there.
I mean, you got like 10,000 nerve endings in your clitoris. That's a lot of
So
action.
listen. Okay, now we're gonna pause break. No, but we're gonna stay on the orgasm. So I had a friend that just actually they seen the title of my show, and they sent me you know how you very informative. Look at Tanya. Tanya's so crazy. She's also an expert of all love.
All love. Hey, Tanya, girl.
That's the one that makes the amazing
candles. The candle, yes. It's wonderful.
So she actually makes a candle called 8,000 Nerves.
Yeah.
But yeah, I heard that candle lit. I need to start.
That's lit, all right.
But somebody sent me a fact that now a new study, or more recent study shows that actual clitoris has actually 10,000 nerves in it.
We used to think 8, but it's 10.
Right. It's from 8 to 10 now. Actual. So ain't that? But like the nerve. When you talk about nerves.
Like nerve endings. Like just think about that.
You know, you stub your toe on how bad that hurt.
Yeah.
But you talking about this little piece of meat. Man, we all know what a clitoris is. I hope y'all do.
I hope.
Especially anybody who's viewing my show at this point. I hope
Please
y'all
know what a clitoris is. Please know what a clitoris is.
If not, call us one.
Call right now.
Call
the number. 216.
We won't judge. I promise we don't judge you. We won't. But we gonna definitely to get you together.
We gonna help you.
We gonna help you.
Help. This is the help. No judgment.
This little piece of meat. I call it a little piece of meat.
Man.
It's the most protected part. It's covered. You really can't get to it unless you're allowed to get to it. A lot of times, 9 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's what it is. That's what my friend called it.
I mean, that's what it is.
You get a wet. It doesn't do.
That's exactly what it is. Like, because majority of your clitoris is actually inside of your body, right?
Yes.
And then once you hit it, it has to come out, right?
Like a little turtle.
Yeah, it's like, hello.
Hey, you.
Hey, right? Like,
what's going on here?
I'm here for the party. I'm here for the party.
I love it.
Right? Like, so, I mean,
But that's what it is. So can you imagine those nerves being there, like all those nerves, and to activate them. That's the thing. You gotta activate them. You gotta know how to activate them.
Don't miss them.
Don't write.
How you miss so much?
And it's 10,000. You can't hear one?
One of them. Two. I need two.
At least. Come on now. I need at least a Twinkie. Get 20 of them. That's easy.
Like, I don't understand how people don't understand the importance of clitoral stimulation. Like, that is the only organ that is made solely for pleasure. Even a penis is made for a whole bunch of other stuff, right?
Right.
The clitoris does nothing else. That's all it do. Like, it just make you happy. That's all. Like, no.
See,
no
I never thought to explain that because that's like my happy
happy
place.
Yeah.
Happy place. I'm in my happy place.
Yeah, boom. Take
it.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind at all, right?
I love it.
Yeah. So you can have a clitoral orgasm. You can have a nipple orgasm.
Absolutely.
Some women are big nipple women.
And I'm not, but it takes the right partner.
Yeah, I think it's in the right moment, right? You got to be in it, and
like,
it got to be.
Go get like.
Yeah. Well, this is what I don't like. What is this? That little doorknob thing? What is that? What the heck? The little. It's like, what y'all doing? What's happening here?
We're
like,
trying to crack no.
Yeah. What's safe? Like, okay, combination safe. 12. Like,
right.
Stop that, right? Stop that. Stop. You can have a cervical orgasm, right? So they're calling that now the A spot, right? So like, I don't know what that's about. Like you can, some women really don't like cervical pressure, right? They think it's too much, right? They're like it hurts or
certain times of the month it can. Like what the hell are you doing?
And I had a partner that I really had to train to have sex with me properly for me to make sure I had the orgasm I wanted to have because that one like
like
the jackhammer. I feel like I'm in labor and I'm definitely not in labor.
And I'm not doing that. Yeah, no, I'm not. Because you got to think. Okay, so your vagina is gonna stretch, but it's gonna stretch the more aroused you become.
Yes,
right?
Not the more.
Not the deeper you go.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta get me ready.
I don't know why God think that.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Like, like get around. Like think about it for a second. You've had sex, ladies, where you've like maybe started sex a little bit too soon. Like maybe you was all like, I've been waiting to have sex all day. I'm just gonna jump right into the situation.
Yeah.
And maybe he penetrates you, and you just don't feel right. Right? It just feel like maybe you're not fully open, or maybe you just feel like you're not in the right moment. Like you kind of feel uncomfortable, for lack of a better word, right? And then like you get into it, and maybe y'all get into it. It's 2-3 minutes go by, and your body relaxes, right?
And then
that's kind of open up a little bit.
Receiving.
Yeah, it's like right. It's like take it in, and you're like, oh, okay, because your body, you wasn't ready yet, right? Your vagina hadn't stretched enough. It hadn't become aroused enough to do what it is that you needed to do.
I love that she is dropping these down. I love. But see, it's not that I don't notice, but I don't notice. You understand what I'm saying? Because my body has experienced these things. Yeah. But to hear you put it in such an educational, relatable way, it's amazing. I love to hear that.
Thank you. You can do. I mean, your girl can do what you want her to do, right? But you got to make sure that she in the right position.
She good.
You got to make sure that you aroused. A man gonna be hard regardless, right? Like, if his stuff is working and is functioning at full capacity, a man gonna be hard. Like
that's the easy part.
You might just walk in and he like, yes, like, hey, I missed you, I love you, I wanted to see you, right? And you like, touch me, kiss me, feel me, like make me feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like we need that. Ladies, y'all need like 8 to 12 minutes at least of foreplay before you let somebody penetrate you. Like, keep that in mind.
I can
for real.
I can deal with that number. Unless sometimes I want home.
That might be that might be it though. That might be the answer all along to why women can't have orgasms. Because sometimes foreplay be quick.
Yeah.
You know, because you know men.
Sometimes foreplay, I don't even like to have foreplay long. So 8 to 12 minutes is good for me. That's
Before Hey, listen, I hear you. Before a woman that don't have orgasms, maybe they don't realize that
might be the
problem.
Because I'm gonna give you another tip.
Get that thing ready.
If you're not having an orgasm, you actually shouldn't do any penetration until your vagina is like throbbing. That's like a signal.
It's like, oh hey, it's the green light.
It's like, hey, I'm ready now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm good. Like,
all systems a go.
Yeah,
okay.
Okay. Yeah, like if you're not ready, your body not gonna be ready, right? But once she's ready, she gonna tell you. Your clitoris has got to send a message to your brain to say, hey, by the way, we like to have sex, right? Like we're ready to have sex. Be prepared for us to have sex. But that's a nice little a message that got to travel up the highway, right?
Absolutely, because it's sometimes my vagina, my downstairs have to tell me, okay, now you ready to have your titties sucked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or not even from touch. It's like I could be aroused by us kissing, and I'm a bunch of kisser, kissy, touchy person. You know what I'm saying? So. That's true. Like you gotta send signals to parts of my body.
Yeah. So you would know, like I just said, your skin is the largest organ, right? So your skin is sending all kind of little stuff all over the place. Like, now do this, now do that, right? That's where that intimacy comes in, because your partner being like knowing you and learning your body and knowing all those details is like, oh, now it's time to do this. Now it's time to press that button. Now it's time to do this, right? But there you go. If you ain't having an orgasm, two things. If you ain't having an orgasm. 8 to 12 minutes, ladies. 8 to 12 minutes of foreplay. No penetration until your vagina is throbbing. Like, make it fun. Make it a game.
I would say that, and we have to be clear about foreplay, because a lot of people hear foreplay and think that means automatically eating your pussy out. No, honey. Foreplay. I have one of my favorite friends in the whole world is my bullet. Mm-hmm. That's my.
You can play my toy with me.
Yes. Help me. Let me help you. Help me.
Please. It'll be fun for you. You'll see me just in this moment.
Don't just do something for you. Yeah. So I love that part of foreplay.
Like you said, nipple play.
Yes.
Some neck action.
Yes.
All of that.
Squeeze my butt. I love that. Yes. Massage his ass, honey. Get in there. It ain't there for no reason.
Hey, give it to me, baby.
So yes, it's because a lot of time, and then actually that's more of a message to me. It ain't just about eating your coochie. That's not
the foreplay.
That's really not.
No, that's not. That's a part. That's sex. That is sex. That's sex.
Because that's orgasm time for me too.
Because some things is gonna happen there. The foreplay is it's the pre-sex, right? It's everything that goes before the sexual penetration. The actual happens. So you got so we had a sleep orgasm, we had a skin orgasm, we had a nipple orgasm, we had a clitoris orgasm, we had a cervical orgasm. You can have a blended orgasm. So so like penetration with the bullet or like some kind of clitoris.
That's why I call it a mountaintop.
The magic orgasm.
We call that the mountaintop, y'all. And I've been calling that for years. To take me to the mountaintop.
Yeah. Please.
Nothing like
I can live up there for a
little
while.
You ain't gotta be there every day. But Lord, that's a great orgasm. That's a great orgasm.
Good dinner after that orgasm. And then some people that are definitely into anal and we don't yuck nobody's yum. You got
don't judge nobody.
You know what I'm saying? Because some people don't get the stimulation that they need from vaginal sex.
Yes.
So the anal sex is just a lot
some friends like that they enjoy all types of sex, but they say when they ready to actually go there, it's anal time.
I got a client. That's basically how she enjoys sex. Like that's her thing.
That's her thing.
She advocates for it at every party that I be at with her. She tell the people like, let me give y'all a little tutorial. I'll be like, okay, well, the mic is yours now, right? Like, go ahead, work it out. But all these different types of orgasms, people just think that sex gotta look one way or feel one way or sound one way. Why? Like why?
And I'll say this profoundly, especially for those that's been together for years. Sex doesn't have to be the same sex every time you have sex. That is boring as hell.
And sex don't always have to happen in the bedroom.
Hello, honey.
It's other places to have sex.
Oh, everywhere.
All the places.
All the places. That's for damn sure.
It's a lot of places that call in, y'all. Tell us the craziest place that you ever had sex. What's the number? Tell us the number.
216-939-5087. Someone please share with us you think was the wackiest or most odd place you had sex before. Ever.
The Metro Parks.
I visited them a few times.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've been in the middle of the park. I mean, in the middle of the forest.
Yes.
And right by the car. And in the car.
Yes.
It was raining too. That was some dope shit.
That's hot right there.
That's hot stuff. It was hot stuff. I'll say mine. Lord, okay.
Okay, you go first. Let me get my drink ready.
I was in the club. I'll just say it. Let's do it. I'm not gonna say which one.
We was in the club.
I was in the and I'm talking about in the club. I wasn't just like in the God, that shit sounds sure these things. I was in the middle of the club.
Oh wow, the middle. Okay, I was about to say because the club thing. I did that a lot in the past too.
Well, damn.
Jeez.
I'm jealous. Very. Was it good? So good. It was. I'm sure.
Yeah,
so nice.
It was so exciting. Man, to be that young again. I want to flashback to that. Oh Lord.
I got two favorite ages, 22 and 27. So you knew me in the 27. You knew how I was.
She was lit. I mean, imagine this. Like, see how I say, you always had the same wonderful personality. Always energy dumb. But I couldn't imagine.
I was off the man, baby. I was child. Ooh, I keep my private life real private. The bitch was 27. Steak, I was running them. I'm talking about.
I love it.
Like a champ.
And then this is my thing too. A lot of women don't know how to take charge of that.
Yeah.
Independency in their sexuality. That's so important. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I learned that with my ex, but I actually mastered it without him.
There you go. Yeah. Somebody open the door for you, and then you figure it out yourself. I like that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Cause you don't know, right? And then once you start finding out, and you find out, you be like,
because I started popping his head like, what are you doing? This making me feel like this. I knew.
I done did a little something.
And then what about church? I hope my mama ain't listening. What about church?
Mama, please,
like
mama,
my husband used to work at the church, so.
Well, I got felt up in church, but I didn't do it.
I mean, but that's your husband. I feel like the Lord was with y'all. The Lord too said.
Oh man, yes. I am here with you. No wonder.
It ain't like you out here doing things you ain't got no. This your husband. You cannot deny him, honey. It's all good. There you go. I approve that message.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh Lord.
Ooh, okay, so we're sharing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we're sharing.
Yeah. Okay,
I need you to talk very clear in here for this one.
Oh. Okay, I have a tie, so I'm going to share it too. Okay?
I like it. We like this.
So very young, like adult but teen young.
Okay.
I remember being downtown and like in the cut. Remember when Tower City used to be popping?
Oh God,
like popping.
Cool.
Yeah, we were in the cut in Tower City, like one of them hallways, like back in the crevice back there, just doing all the things. So it's like,
oh my,
all the things. Like I don't even know where we were or how we didn't get caught or what the details was, but hey, it was what it was. Down. And I'm not gonna steal yours, but some outside activity, not in a car, on a car.
That's like.
I will just say that it was we got busted by the law enforcement.
That's the fun.
The law enforcement. The law enforcement though, like hello, I'm like, hi, hello, Mr. Officer.
I wish you today. So great.
Yeah, I get those. Those are two that come to my head.
I hope somebody listening, calling us 216-939-5087. I want to hear some of y'all's stories. So we covered and I like the blended one, like you said, the blended one.
Blended, yeah. I think those are the best.
Yeah, because those are, to me, that's when you get to actually enjoy or experience some of the greatest of your sexual moments.
Yeah.
I won't say it might be the greatest sex you ever had, but those are like some of the things that awaken so much in you.
Man, you ever like had one of those orgasms where you just kind of feel, I don't want to say sick, but almost like you got the butterflies, my stomach
have actually cramped. Yeah. After a good orgasm.
Like, what
this is stupid. Get out of here.
This is stupid. I thought I liked it, and then I changed my mind. Like, no,
pineapples.
Like, take your soul away. Like, right? But that's how sex is supposed to be, I feel like.
I've actually recently learned about cosmic orgasms, y'all.
Talk to us.
Honey.
We're about to learn something.
Oh, yeah. So, it's so much more. This is the reason why, and if you have a man that actually take the time to learn this type of knowledge, because it's really, if you're awakened to it, then you can tap into these parts of your body.
Yes.
I'm not saying like, oh, you gotta be like zoning, like, okay, now I'm awake, oh,
yeah,
coochie come. Like that's not how it go. When you experience you and another person, and it's almost a levitation that you almost feel. I can't. How do I explain this? It's almost a different air.
It's like out of body almost.
It's very much out of body.
Mm-hmm.
I've been told my pupils got dilated. They changed it a different, almost a different color. But I knew how. I can understand that person telling me that because I understood. I knew I felt completely
your level.
different.
You know where you was at.
I didn't know. I can't see my own eyeballs, but
right,
I knew something
Ooh.
was could see the room, but I didn't see him.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Honey, that's some of the most electrifying your heart is open, your body is open, and all you want to do is just make the stupidest noises, I guess, burst out and scream.
Yeah.
Or just make the hum. I don't know.
But them is the best times.
I'm telling you. It's
a free.
You inhaling that person. You actually taking that person in here and you pushing them back out of here. Because multiple, it's like a rotation. He come here, go there, come here. It is magical.
Those moments
it's magical, y'all, and it's great.
I feel like kind of like I used to say like the cosmic orgasm, but it's really I feel like in those moments that you become one with yourself. You know what I'm saying? You learn yourself on a different level. Like it. Even whether you with somebody or not with somebody, right? Because you can have one of them great ass orgasms by yourself. But I'm sure in that you probably was like,
like I said, it threw me, and I had to be awakened. So that's where I was at, because when I read some, so it's a wonderful teacher that I follow on IG. Mm-hmm. She called. I can't think of the sister's name right now, but once I do, I'll see.
Yeah, definitely.
She explains it like and pretty much you'll be awakened to experiences. To tune in. It's like an energy thing. Yeah. This year, last year and this year, especially this year, I'm going to be very much more intentional about learning about energy, power, and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you because it's so crazy to you because you don't know about that energy in your body yet. Yeah. We are electricity. Our body is continuously electrical component. We're supposed to be able to touch each other. The way we feel, that's why we have a skin orgasm.
Yes. Yes.
These things are so crazy about ourselves, but when you're on other levels, and I'm not going to say it happens every time.
No.
I'm not going to say that you're going to get it.
Your mind got to be.
Your mind better be
let it happen. Yes.
aligned with your sexual being. Mm-hmm. And women are so actually excellent about mental sex, because we really are very much mental. Mm-hmm. I slept with the same man for umpteen years straight without messing with any other man. And I had moments where when I aligned my mental, because I just knew that I wanted to have sex, but sometimes when he got on my damn nerves to the ultimate, my mental on there, and same partner, same sex, same whatever we do or don't do, but it was at times that it was amazing. It was like our first time, but it was times like I wish he could.
You wasn't even present.
Like I wasn't even there. Like damn, I need to wash this for work tomorrow. Like I'm in my mind just getting humped on. You know what I'm saying?
And that's another reason why a lot of women don't have an orgasm, is because we too busy in our mind, right? We so thinking about everything else. Men ain't thinking about nothing else.
Nothing but that.
They in the coochie and they thinking about it. Yeah. That's it. Ain't nothing else to be thinking about. And we up here thinking about, he thinking about this girl, he thinking about the fact that he is in the pussy. That is it. It ain't nothing else going on. We the ones nervous, how we look, how we feel.
Right. They don't give a damn about They don't care about that. This fupa or this. Listen, please, they don't care about none of that.
None of that.
They don't.
They gonna grab the fupa.
Hold on. See. And that's so true. But it's also sometimes when that could be a detriment, that's actually a plus, because it's sometimes when I can get myself there mentally with the stimulation that you're giving me, but I might necessarily not got the stimulation we had yesterday or a week ago. Yeah. But because women, we're very in tune with our body. Like most of the women I know are. These women I have conversations with, thankfully. It's a lot of mental for us. Yes. Mental stimulation, because it all ties together. My mind can awaken my clitoris. I can do that. Look, if I see her concentrate, I can do it by myself.
Your brain is your biggest sex organ, right? Like that's your clitoris is the smallest, and the brain is the biggest.
I love it.
You gotta think about it, because once your brain say no, your pussy ain't doing nothing.
It ain't doing it. It's shut down. It's shut down.
I don't care how good it is. I don't care how much you love him. Once your brain is like no. It ain't happening.
It's a no for real.
It's a no. It's an automatic no. He can be doing everything right, and you like, bruh. Get off of me.
Come on, let's
I can't. Like, I can't even do it, right? So it's all about opening up your mental in a certain way that you feel comfortable. And I think that's a learn. You got to learn that, right?
Yes, and when you learn how to control that, I'm telling y'all, it's some of the greatest sex you could ever have. It really is.
Yeah, out of your own head. Drink water. That's another reason why I like girls. Drink some water. Drink some water. Like I was telling
I wake up every morning and drink a whole bottle of water.
Yeah, drink some water before you go to bed. Even before you brush your teeth.
Yes.
Put the bottle of water next to your bed.
Train yourself. People like, no. I learned that from a doctor.
Yeah.
They said it opens up every organ in your body. It will refresh
like
everything.
Your skin looking good.
Yes.
Everything moving right.
Yeah.
Your vagina is moving correctly. Girls, if your mouth is wet, if your mouth is dry, your coochie is dry.
You better say that.
Think about that. Like,
you better say that.
If you having sex and your mouth is dry, your vagina about to be dry. Like
I believe that's true.
You can't.
I don't have these issues, but I believe that is true.
She can't be hydrated if you're not hydrated, right? Like it's sucking from all of the rest of the moisture that's in your body, right?
And morning sex lit, so make sure I drink water.
Drink water, right? Okay. Drink water. Like just drink some water. It's gonna make you smell better. It's gonna make you feel better.
Right.
All
that
Like drink water. Another reason why women is not orgasming either too is because they might not even be in the right position to be able to achieve that orgasm.
Very, very true. Okay, go ahead. I'll let you expound on that, and I can definitely attest to that.
So, like, being on top, like, riding a man is probably the best position. One of the best positions.
Now, I'm going to say this. I'm a horrible rider, and I don't get orgasms.
No, I don't get, I don't. Because a lot of women can control
but a lot of women can do, and I kudos to y'all. I need to take that class.
I'm going to get these knees together. Got them good Megan knees. We're going to take some collagen, girl.
Actually, I'm going to say this. When I'm riding a guy, my problem is this. I need him to help me control my butt. Y'all,
people don't understand booty problems. People don't understand. I don't get it.
They be like, see, guys, people think like, oh, you got that big ass, you ain't riding. No, I listen. That's why I can't twerk. I can't. It really has a mind of its own, and it gets in my way.
It does.
Because in my mind, I think I'm doing the damn thing.
No, it is doing whatever
it
want to do.
Like, hey, I'm doing the dang on.
It's like,
hey, girl, you ain't in no rhythm yet. You ain't got it.
We moving this way. The thing is banging that way.
Hey, y'all, welcome to the BBW Show. It's on Friday. It's Let's Talk About Sex with SHEENA Marie. Who's on the line?
Hey, my name is Faye, and I just want to say Happy Venus Day to all of you.
Venus Day.
Venus Day. Thank you. Happy Venus Day to you, too.
And it's a good topic tonight. And also understanding that, the mental thing that y'all was talking about, is if a man knows what he's doing, it's mental to him, too. Especially, like you say, both y'all on the same wavelength or the same frequency. You know what I mean? It's to now as we've grown, it ain't just like, oh, I'm just about to get in this shit, just bang it. The man should be trying to hold his life force and let mother get hurt.
Facts.
Agreed.
Facts.
All the penetration, all the other things that makes her build up to her potential orgasm.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's sad, like you say, a lot of men can orgasm too.
Yes, and I love that about men, though. Go ahead.
We go through life and never have an orgasm. Women never have an orgasm. You just come. Like I say that. You just come. But that orgasm is the thing that heals. It heals the pancreas. It heals the lungs.
Yes.
It heals
your prostate, brother. Yes.
Everything sex done right. We just talk about porn and just get in the pussy and just beat it up. No, it's not that. No, it's not that. And if you look at cultures and different cultures who knows about this science, you'll see how, okay, you look like they got the Kama Sutra for the Hindustan.
Yeah.
And all this stuff like that. Key positions, different positions, different ways. And it heals a lot of things like that. So you're right. The vagina is a powerful thing. And the clitoris is a powerful thing.
Yes.
I mean, it is. That's like how you start a lawnmower. I ain't saying
I love it.
the lawnmower starter.
Yes, that is the lawnmower starter.
Get this motor running.
It's like the remote start for your car,
Yeah.
Right.
You can't do it like a 76 doctor. You just keep turning the key and pumping on the gas. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I love the show more. I just want to call in and chime in about that. Men that knows, and it's sad that a lot of men that ain't gonna never get to that point. A lot of them ain't gonna get to that point. I have experienced those feelings before, and I have experienced those.
That was gonna be my question.
So what did you do to ensure that you were able to have an orgasm? Like how were you able to get yourself to that point?
My mental and what you say ritual. You know what I mean? You got your mind focused on it. You let that part of the body have its way. You can numb your whole body and let that part only have a feeling. You understand what I'm saying? You can like, okay, I'm gonna shut my shoulders, my head, head down, my feet down, and all the energy is going to your phallus.
Wow.
Now you're getting the full.
That's dope to have a man give that perspective.
You're getting the full valor. You get a lot of people fucking with their shoulders. You can do it, put your ass into it.
I'm fucking with your shoulders.
You can do it, put your ass into it.
I love that. Okay.
It's a science. It's a ritual. It's a science. So you can put all your energy towards your phallus. Now you're getting the full thereof. Just like the woman, she got all her foot down and she ain't, she got connections everywhere from her ass to her tits to her front. You know what I mean? So it's like, she's putting that energy there. Except for what you say when she's washing clothes, or damn, I gotta get this load out. Hurry up. You know what I mean? Or, she's behind on washing clothes or work and everything. But yeah, that's the science. Brothers, they will learn and read about their bodies, their anatomy, and study what, we were taught in health class. You find out that, put all that energy there, put it there. Then the energy goes back up to your arms and shoulders. You're like the Tin Man. You can walk it. That's where it is, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I just wanted to time, man. I know the science. Y'all keep going. Good show. And y'all just happy Venus Day to the lake.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right, talk to you.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in. That's dope. I hope the men listening and watching because that's the thing, I'll say that's one of, I would say I can appreciate someone, a man, because women, we are very, especially women of our age and maturity, we're okay with talking about sex and the things that could make us happy or things that we maybe need to improve on, blah, blah, blah. But it's very rare that you get a conversation like that from men. Yeah. Very rare. Because a lot of times you'll still even hear men say, well, she needs to do this better, or she needs to do that better, you know what I'm saying? Or this is what happens, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. But to hear somebody actually have some knowledge about the science of their own body or sex.
My man said he shut down everything.
And take it down to downstairs.
To the basic level. He said that's deep though. But you know what? Somebody told me that sex is a sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, sex is a sport, and how you play in it, how you deal with it, the seriousness that you take it depends upon you. And I was like, well, damn. Like that. Like, okay. Like, when you do sports, you own your craft. Like, you want to be the best at what you do, right? Like, you show up to the game with your best foot forward, right? So that's like, sex is a game. I'm like, I like that approach, right?
Yeah, I mean, that mindset, especially if that mindset is being operated that way, because if somebody over here sports is a game and things like, okay, how much sex can I have, or am I like, how much pussy I get, like, or how much dick I get. You have to when you say you're sports, or if you love sports, or you think of it like that, you are going to bring your A game.
Yeah, every time. Like, I'm gonna kill it. Like, and not just trying to kill the coochie. Like, I'm gonna kill it, and I'm gonna do what needs to be done. Okay.
So listen, we talked about orgasm.
Yes.
Let's jump into some aspects of what we consider healthy sex.
Okay.
Healthy sexuality.
So there's so many different levels of abuse, right? That we don't think about. But let's talk about you got physical abuse, sexual abuse, all that stuff. But like, there's so many different levels of unhealthy sex, right? Okay. Like, sometimes people think unhealthy sex is like dominatrix, and that's not true. Because that can be very healthy, very healing. That can be healing. That can be nurturing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be something that you need, right? But like, healthy sex is really just sex that nurtures you, right? And it's different for everybody, right? And it can change every time you're ready to have sex, right? Like, sometimes you have sex and you might just want to fuck. You're like, I just want to go in here. This is what I'm doing.
Some of the greatest times of my life.
Yeah, like, boom, right? And it was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Right? And sometimes you're like, I need somebody to make love to me, right? Like, I need to be touched, I need to be kissed, I need to be held, right? Sometimes you might want some rough sex, right? Yeah. Sometimes you might want some role playing. Let's just act like we don't motherfucking even know each other, right? Like, I don't know you don't know me. We just gonna come in here. Yeah, we're gonna get the job done. Yeah, let's just get it done. Like, let's just get it done. Somebody said they had some great sex this morning. Okay.
Shout out to you.
Hey.
Damn, I had sex by myself this morning, but good.
Hey, shout out to you.
Oh, yes.
Hey, I mean, it was amazing.
It was. I was in my mode of, I didn't want to take a nap, but let me fuck myself real quick.
Yeah, like.
That's how I did it.
Rockin' my day. First, snap, second. Look at there. Boom. Period. Right? I think it just depends. Like, healthy sex is what it looks like to you. Like, healthy sex is enough sex where it's nourishing you, is giving you everything that you need. Because what you need from sex and what I need from sex might be two completely different things.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that what's important is communicating to define that, right? And that's where a lot of relationships go. Is that people don't know how to communicate to talk about what it is that they need. Like, what do you need? What do you want?
And I'm big on that.
Yeah.
I want to know from the guy what pleases you. And I'm not. And listen, I'm big on asking, communicating, but I'm also big on exploring too.
To find out, because that's important.
And actually, an older gentleman when I was younger taught me that. We was having sex, and he was much older than me. But he said, he said, believe it or not, men are simple.
Men are so simple.
He said, you will find out some of the things that you wouldn't think. Even if, I'll throw one out there. Touching a man's nipple. Some men go crazy for it. Some men think it's just absolutely a no-no.
Yeah.
But he said if you're with the same guy all the time and you never tried it, he said he might not be vocal enough, and then he said he might not even know he liked it.
He might not. Somebody told me that. Men don't know. Somebody told me that men don't know what they like. You gotta show us what we like.
Sure do. Like some men don't know that they like to get smacked on the ass.
Yes, they don't know it.
Because
I'm ass palm while they in your
I'm an ass toucher.
I know that's right. You gonna touch my ass? I'm gonna touch yours.
I don't do it as gay at no.
I'm a woman. You a man.
How anything we do is considered gay? I don't get it. I don't either. But I'm thinking to myself, like, when he said it made so much sense. And my thing was, sometimes even men don't know it. If they don't know, they of course vocally not gonna tell you, you know. But sometimes you gotta gotta push it.
Go for it. Like, be in the moment, right? Right. But think about how much shit you didn't know that you liked until somebody did it. You was like, what the fuck is that? I like it like that. I mean, I think that that's the most important thing. But here's the thing though, like, you might like it with this person.
I was gonna say everybody's not the same.
So like, you grabbing my ass ain't gonna be the same as him grabbing my ass. Like, maybe his hands ain't big enough, or maybe he ain't got enough grip. Yeah, like,
I don't know. It's a touch. It's actually a connection.
Yes,
it's a connection.
It's huge on connection, right?
And you might not know. I get that. That is a. Back again, that comes part of having healthy
sex. It's the
mental.
though. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, and I think that's going back to the orgasm thing. I think that's a lot of the problem is that foreplay ain't just happening in that 8 to 12 minutes that I was telling you all about, right?
Right.
Foreplay is happening all day, like, right? Like, you sending me cute little this, or you sending me half naked ass pictures, right? Or like a phone call, like I'm talking to you, or you just letting me know where you at. Like, it's happening the whole time. So then when I get to you, I might not even need the full 8 minutes, right?
I might even,
right? I might be already ready to go,
right?
When I pull up, right? Like, okay, this is what's happening, but we aren't allowing ourselves to get there, or we're not telling our partner what we need, be it man or woman, to even be in that space where we can have orgasm, right?
And see, again, and I love that you started off that story. One of the most pivotal moments when you were first in Pure Romance.
Yeah.
You started off with the young women that was all, you said you felt like they were all under 25.
Yeah.
And I remember being in those ages, you guys, and I really thought I knew what sex was. I was dealing with a man that was older, and that's the one that gave me that tip about finding out what you might possibly find out what a man like by exploring, you know. But I was with a more dominant man in my 20s and into my 30s, and he was so sexually forward to me. He did show me some things that I really absolutely still do to this day, or enjoy to this day.
All right, then, shout out to him.
But I thought but I also took on what he liked, and I left I didn't really dig into what Stacey needed sexually.
Okay.
Not that he ignored it, but I had to discover some things in some moments that I liked.
I think that was also a learning moment for you. I think he taught you something, and then you also had to pick up in that moment that you got to figure out.
And I'll give you an example.
Yeah, okay, talk about it.
I'll give you an example.
I'm listening, girl.
So, he was big on loving to see women with toys.
Okay.
I actually, the one toy that he introduced me to that I still use to this day is, I live by my bullet. I love that thing.
Okay, can't go wrong with bullet.
Jeez.
You don't have a bullet, ladies?
Get one.
Hit me up, please.
I got a lot of her shit. Oh, God, Lord. Please get one. Get one.
I got something you can put in your purse. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But he used to love seeing me play with myself with a dildo.
Okay.
And I'm not the one to naturally adopt to rubber pieces. I just didn't like
it. Well, you think, okay.
It wasn't like, I don't say rubber, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I didn't like, but I did it for him.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then he got me more into watching pornos too.
Okay.
I thought, because it was, again, cliche, like, oh my God. I tried to be the clean girl, like, oh my God, we're about to watch a porno? What am I looking at?
I cannot watch
which one you want to watch? I don't know.
And then like this,
I'm lit. Listen, sometimes I'll be like, put on the
porno.
Like the whole man. Let's go.
Where the porno at?
Not every sexual experience, but the fun of doing that with your partner.
Yes.
He taught me that.
Yeah.
He was very perverted. So no, sorry, I know you weren't very perverted. But I love you.
We live and we learn.
Exactly. But he did teach me. He enlightened that part of me, and then I got into it more where it was more of a pleasurable thing, not more of a chore thing. Because sometimes I felt like I was doing it as I had to do it.
But you know what? Look how that process evolved, though.
What did I say? I said I was with him.
Yeah.
He taught me, but when I got by myself,
oh,
baby was lit by the time she got by herself.
Look how that, and maybe even he saw something that was like,
No, he was like that with everybody. That's the reason why I used to be so mad at you. I'm like, you just fucking everybody the same way. Damn, can I have something by myself? I'm just keep it real.
Just being honest.
Just being honest.
But it
took me to a different level.
Yeah.
It opens up another level.
I love
it. And I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
But it also taught me to speak up for myself. Okay, I don't want to fucking do this. This is not what we're doing.
Because I think that once you tap into your true sexual energy, man, you there. You are there.
You live in it.
Yes.
You're confident. You walk in it.
Yeah.
You have no problems vocally telling him, like, okay, I don't like, please, I had this one guy I was having sex with, and I thought he was going to bite I thought I was getting a damn hysterectomy. I'm like, sir.
Please stop. Please stop, sir. This is too much.
See, sex was great, but I don't even want to have I don't want to do this with you.
It's too much. It's too much.
Don't go like you. Lord have mercy.
It's extreme. See,
you brought tears to my eye when I said,
brother, stop it. Please. Let's talk about, okay, so let's segue here. Let's talk about bad experiences.
Oh, there go one. Check. I'm one up. Who got I got a couple.
I got a couple. So, okay, I'm going to tell you about this guy. Me and my friends call him Squiggle. Right? I made him up this name, Squiggle.
You said when you and your friend, I agree that
because when I told him the story, that's just what I came up with. It was just the way that the situation went down. I felt like the man didn't know how to move his pelvis. Like, it was almost like he was like wiggling him. Like, that's how I thought he was like, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this? Like, Squiggle. 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 That's what we call him. Squiggle. Like, it was just bad. It gave no nothing.
Pleasure. It gave you absolutely nothing but irritation. Like, you're irritating me.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Absolutely.
I had one of those.
And this is the bad part about it. I was younger, and it was substantial, but I was younger, and he was an older gentleman. So in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm about to get it. I done rolled to the other side of the house. I'm just saying, like, so, I don't know. I think that it was wonderful in his experience because everything about it just seemed to be wonderful for him, right? And I'm just like, the follow-up was like, what's up? And I'm like, do you know that? Were you present?
Were you there with me?
Because I don't know that we had the same experience.
I had that experience. And he was older than me.
Yeah.
And I'm telling y'all, he probably had the biggest penis. Not because I was young, but the biggest penis to this day I've ever slept with.
And didn't know nothing.
My God, I must have clocked out for a minute. I had that same situation.
I was so mad.
He was like,
I'm not horse type shit. I'm like, I'm looking at it like, I'm young. I'm like, what is that?
Who gave you that? Yeah, and then
about to tear me up.
Because for me, he thought he was gonna do this ground and pound, and I'm
like,
it was horrible.
I like the ground and pound. She said,
yes,
it was horrible.
Yeah, because he had a big when he banged
back and forth. I said, what?
I didn't even get that much. Lord,
knowing us, it might fuck around again. It's the booty. We was
What's up? What, you don't? No,
Never again.
I don't want to go out. No, we ain't going to dinner.
I'm never blessing you with this greatness.
I'm never giving you this again because I feel like he was giving me a hysterectomy.
Yeah.
Reverse way. I don't know what.
A bad one.
Horrible. I'm like, who? You have all that equipment and you don't know what you're doing with it.
I came with all of this and you came with all of that.
I came with
together. It made nothing.
That didn't make no sense to me.
I don't know.
God, I told you I got a long list of bad experiences.
Man.
You don't know. That's part of the reason why I left his ass.
Oh,
and then
talk about it.
And then on top of that, like, you know, I guess I was his first eat-out experience. It was disgusting.
It was disgusting, she
yes,
said.
It
what
was
you
disgusting.
mean? Tell me.
Because he wasn't a person he wasn't a guy that ate out.
Oh.
That's why it's disgusting.
Yeah, because
No.
I mean he tried it on me. It was disgusting.
That's
I was like, no, just
unacceptable.
leave me alone. You know.
Yeah, just move along.
Yeah,
That's
you
a
making it
prerequisite
worse.
to the coochie.
Hey, listen, he made it worse, and you know, as time went on, because we were together, we were living together. But as time went along, woo, child.
It got worse, you said?
Yeah, like
Oh, Marie, how could it get worse?
Because I didn't do nothing with him. Like months before I moved out, like nothing happened.
See, that's
like at least it took 6 months.
It's hard to sometimes put men in positions to learn. We learn because I think a lot of guys, and I'll say my younger experience.
Okay.
They're coming to have sex with you because they think they know how to have sex. Period.
Yeah.
No, sexual experiences are different with each individual.
Yes.
Each human is going to be a different experience. You cannot go into sex thinking that this person is going to be the exact same way. And I say this to men. Mm-hmm. I do. I'm not being just biased or anything, but I say this to men. Even the gentleman that called in, they called in and said. He said that, you know, a lot of guys think it's like, just come in, hump, 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 hump. No. Yeah. You gotta learn. It's like learning a new role, a new routine to work. You know, if you gotta take a different route. That's exactly what it is. This person is gonna want something different, and you gotta be able to don't get your egos out the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
get that shit out the way.
Please, egos don't belong in sex.
It don't. It has no
place. Zero. Like, we coming in here to be vulnerable. Like, this is like true raw vulnerability. Like, if you can't be vulnerable all the time. Like, we live in a world where you just can't be that way, where you gotta just this kind of guard up. This moment right here, like, we are naked. We is our most. Like, man, come on. No.
And then not only that, we're the most pleasurable part that we can think of. We got so much other shit, stress going on that tense us up, give us headaches, stress. Yeah. And sex is all reliever of that.
Yeah.
So you gotta come in here. You gotta be lit in this playground. You're supposed to be not thinking you know the most.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because even if you know, like what you know about me yesterday, might not be what I am today.
Nope.
Right? Like yesterday, I was stressed out, and I needed you to do XYZ, smack me on the ass, right? But today, I might need you to just hold me, right? Like. It might be something different going on. It might be a different vibe or a different feeling. And I think, see, this is where the problem comes in. Women, this is some of we done lost some of this, y'all. Hold on tight for this. It's very possible for us to teach during sex, but we done lost the true essence of our femininity, right? And that's where the lessons come in, deep. Right? Like we in there trying to be all masculine and hard and trying to be all rough. That ain't the vibe, right? That ain't the moment. Like. A sexual, sensual moment is you in your full femininity, right? Like, live in that moment.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Like, be sensual, be sexy, be nasty, be whatever that means, but live in that vibe.
Yeah. Be that person.
Yeah.
Be Holly Ho that day. Go jump, honey. I'm coming on.
Holly Ho is feminine, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right. She bringing some heat.
Yeah, it's an arch in her back, and it's a pump in her ass, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's giving full everything that's needed because that's the role that is required at the time, right? You can go back to bad bitch after the fact if that's just who you is. That's just what you embody. But right now, that ain't your role.
Let me ask you a question. Because I used to have, and I hate to use the word, I used to have a judgmental. I used to talk to some, different women, and definitely, I'm gonna say this, different women of different races, and I'll definitely talk about, I'll say some of my beautiful Caucasian friends. What is your take or feel on women that always want to have sex with the lights off or with a t-shirt on or because I don't downward words for nobody.
Okay.
That's not my intent. But sometimes I like to challenge people. Say just for one time.
Mm-hmm.
If you
leave them on.
Leave them on. Just close your eyes the whole time if you need to do that.
Or like maybe let's get some mirror action going on, right? Like let's watch it.
That's a process. That's a step process. That's something mental. Yeah, that's mental. It's truly up to the other person to make them feel comfortable in the moment, even outside of the moment. Absolutely. Absolutely, because that's personal. Listen, that can stem from anything from past abuse or anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's really up to the other person if they're invested in that person to just really even outside of sex to make them feel comfortable.
When I was talking to a few of my friends and we were in the circle talking about it, I asked that. I said, well, has your significant other ever made you feel uncomfortable? Or do they expect you to be dressed? They say, no, it's just me. Yeah,
it might have came from somebody else, though. Another relationship.
That's the part of that I go back to what we was talking about, like that whole orgasm thing. Like, being in your own head or not being in a full level of, like, confidence with yourself, right? But just like Maria said, that's coming from your partner, right? Like, you might already be insecure. I think as women, we all got some level of insecurity.
Actually, right? Everybody,
yeah.
Have it too, so bad.
Yeah. We're going to have another show.
But like,
I mean, my breasts ain't looking right, or my butt ain't sitting right, or whatever the case.
My gut's too big.
I got all the ain't rights on here, y'all.
Okay. With the fact that they vagina have a certain smell when vagina supposed to have a certain. Like, we have so many things that are going on in our head, right?
Right.
But I think that when you get with somebody who connects, right, with you in a place where it's bigger than your own mental, right? It takes you out of your mental. Right? It takes you out of your mental where you're not even thinking about anything like that anymore, right?
I love that.
And then I think it takes for that person to ease you into that spot, right? Where like maybe it's like, come here, and we turn on the light, or we do something where it becomes slow, but also again that comes with you knowing your partner and like really. But I don't think that you should limit yourself to just only having sex with the lights off. Like I was just having this conversation with one of my male clients the other day because his wife only wants to have sex with the lights off, and he is bothered by this. Like he's like, she only wants to have sex with the lights off. She only wants to have sex at night. And I'm like, morning sex is great. Like it's what I was thinking in my head. Like, but whatever, another story. But I was trying to explain to him like the level of buildup that he needs to do for his wife in order to be able to just one day turn the light on. Right, like
maybe they need just candlelight.
Like that's what I'm talking like a slow development, right? The TV on mute, right? Because then like we ain't listening, but it's enough light where they light in there, and then it's a slow and steady development. Like maybe you start buying little lights and putting them in the room, and it become a process, right? And I think that's where we lose the essence of sex. It's like we just so used to being like roll over, boom. Give it to me. Like, where's the fun? Like, sex is supposed to be fun.
Yes, it is.
Why is it not fun? Like, this is adult playing at this point.
This is the part. Like I said, we got so much going on through the day. This is the part of my day, whichever part I have it in, because I've had it
morning, night, wherever.
I've had them plenty. Yes. They're all fun.
Yes, all of them.
They're all great. All of them. But you're supposed to release. You're supposed to leave all the worries.
Yes.
Hey, my bills still gonna be there. That project I still gotta do gonna be there, all that. But this might help me get to that next step that I need to accomplish.
Yeah. I feel like it's clarity in orgasms, right? Like or even just like manifestation. You know what I'm saying? Like think about that's the most powerful moment that you will have.
That's that Cosby, honey. I told you. Lifted me off my own damn head. Damn it. What?
So in that moment, if you're thinking about all the greatness that should come to you. All of the greatness that should come to me as I'm having this orgasm. Right. And give it to the universe. Yeah. Like, let spirit just take control of that, right? And let her have it. And, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like when you're in your sexual self, that's your true self, right? Like, there is no inhibitions. There is no secrecy. There is nothing. Like, that's authentic. Like, that's the part of you that it's only a sliver that the least amount of people know. Think about that.
Ain't that you better preach.
Like, it's a lot of people that know you. A lot of people that think they know you.
They think they know you, but those that actually know you, even some people you had sex with really don't even know you. But the ones you had some sex with, and then you like
that took you to another level.
That they've experienced a greater part of you that a lot of the world, probably 95% of the world, 90%
never
of the world
will see.
Will never know.
Yeah. Your faces, your all that.
Honey, I probably look ugly.
You think you look ugly, but to them, you like, look at you, look at her. Look what I'm doing to her. Look how she looking. I love this girl. You know I'm a fool. Like, but this is being real, right? Like, it give a different part of yourself that you normally don't get to share. That's why communication during sex is so important, right?
It is too. I'm very vocal.
Yeah. It's important. Like, why
it's
not?
Important. Why not talk to each other? Like, why not say why? And then I'm gonna tell you something. Talking to each other also gives confidence.
Yes.
It gives a different level of I want my mate.
Yes.
To understand. It's power. Don't we say it's power in words?
I say that all day. I say that at least 10 times a day. Words have power. Words have power. Words have power.
So intentionally use it.
Yes, you have to. Like, think about how open you are during sex, right? Have you ever been surprised at something that you've said?
Honey,
during sex? Like, I wasn't supposed to say. I was not supposed to.
Why did I tell them that?
Like,
they'll remind you. I did it. Oh. And I'll tell you.
You had said. Did I say that?
I'll tell you the one. Oh gosh. Should we do
Talk about it. Tell me. Confession. It's confession time, y'all.
So I will be very honest. And a lot of men are surprised by this, and some men really actually hate this. I do not do anal.
Okay.
I don't judge nobody do anal. Honey,
well, because we got all this booty and hips, they just assume.
A lot of men assume that you do anal, or they just want to do anal.
Yeah.
But I have told a guy so many times to fuck me in my ass while we having sex because
it just sounds good.
Where am I? Who told me to tell him that?
Right. And then he gonna take it out and be ready. He's like, whoa. What are you doing?
Where are you going?
Sorry.
This is. Oh no. Disregard.
Prove that.
Don't ever listen to me when I'm having sex. Listen, but don't listen.
She said, don't ever listen.
Don't listen, but listen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if it sound abnormal, it's
I'm
just
speaking erotica. That's all I'm doing. If I ain't never deal with you before, don't trust me. That's the same thing.
Don't try nothing new here. Let's talk about it first.
We gotta go. We have to have a tutorial on it.
Yes. But anal sex, just as a side note, that's not something for you to just jump into. I talk about that in my party. You can't just get drunk. We over here drinking some Crown, y'all. You can't just get drunk and then think you're gonna go home and bend over.
Yeah.
That ain't that. Dude. There's so much that go into anal sex, like lubrication. First of all, you need to get some lubrication. Communication, like we need to talk about this beforehand. You gotta be relaxed, right? Like it gotta be a whole connection. There's so many different things that go into anal sex. People you gonna regret it if you just get drunk and bend over when you go home tonight. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, you gonna be a mad bitch. And I mean that in all sincerity, right? Like it's not that ain't that.
And let me be very honest. I don't actually in the act of it, but I have had a moment where I'm like, okay, well, I'll try it.
Yeah.
Pause. Flag on the play. No, fucking
I'm down on the ground.
I mean, it's just not enjoyable to me. You always hear some guy. You just gotta relax through it. You had the right person. I'm actually not seeking to have the right person.
Like the fact that you're trying to convince me makes it sound.
It's weird.
Yeah, I don't want this.
Okay.
It's too much pressure.
You know, I always ask guys that I just have a guy always pressure me to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I told him, I said, you know what? We have great sex. If you really think this is very important to our sexual life, I agree with you. Let's go somewhere else. I said, what I'm going to go do is go get a cucumber out the refrigerator. And I said, the one hole that we have that's the same sexual, is an ass, an anus.
We're going to try this together.
So let's see how you feel. You tell me how you feel first. Well, I'll go slow. You got to relax. I said,
you just got to relax.
I got the baby on and it's cute.
Wait, I got one. I'm just going to put the tip in.
That's it? You know how mad he was at me? You trying to say I'm gay? I said, you trying to say I'm gay? I don't know. What are we saying?
What are we talking about here?
Don't you? Like, but I said, if you keep pressuring me for that, I said, we have the exact same feeling. I said, first of all, I heard from men that it feels way better for men than women. Yeah. Because we know prostate. If you're knowledgeable about your own body, you know, that's where your pituitary gland, whatever it's called, is right there in your anus. Yes. And when this gets to rub, that's what makes you nut. So that's the reason why that feels way better for men than women. Actually, ours don't belong. Ours are up in the front. We're not in the back. Front. But my thing is, I told him, I said, you want me to do something where we both have the same damn hole.
Yeah. Same anatomy.
Same one. And it actually performs, it does the same thing. You shit out yours, I shit out mine. You know what I'm saying? So let's test the waters. Now, I said if you enjoy it, or if you I'll jump
and
on.
we'll return the favor.
Let's go.
He
was so
upset at you, Stacks. He said no.
You trying to call me? No, I'm not.
I'm not though.
How can I call you that? It's me and you.
I'm not though. Yeah, I'm not calling you anything.
So that was another thing. He used to say I was done with him because he was that.
Oh yeah, he was done with you, girl, because he thought she was gonna poke him while he was sleeping. He like, this girl trying to get crazy. She trying to put it in my booty.
You trying to put it in mine multiple times.
A lot of women who do enjoy anal sex. It's just a personal preference.
It's a personal preference. Yeah. It's almost like whoever like they get their titties licked or whatever the case may be. It's a little more painful.
Some women are very not into nipple play, right? And some women love it, like full-fledged orgasm. I'm about to just die, fall on the floor, right?
I mean, I've had some people I know that I've heard that has so much anal sex, they have now a rectum mass problem with like hemorrhoids.
Oh, hemorrhoids and everything.
Yeah, I mean that's a real thing.
Yeah.
So
colitis.
That's another right.
That's what it's called.
Colitis.
Colitis. I've heard that word before, and that's
I got something.
I love that we both was like, what is it called? So I'm saying, stop trying to get colitis. I want to live long. You want me to have a colitis out here? What's wrong with you? Shit, I'm trying to keep my shit.
You got on COVID.
We just got out of a Ponderosa. Now you out here trying to. What?
Oh Lord, I can't stand it. Okay.
No, but for real, no. What is it? What is it again? Tell me one more time, Marie. What is it? Colitis.
No.
How many of y'all
have drop booty for the rest of my life?
But okay, speaking of your butt being all messed up, did you know that your vagina could fall out?
Wait a minute, what?
I ain't lying to you.
I don't want that to
ever, please. So it's called vaginal apathy. So basically, what's happening is that like some women have real big babies, right? Like heavy, large babies. Some women don't take good care of their vagina, like they don't get proper exams and everything to make sure things are being functioning normally. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you're not using it. Still go to the doctor, ladies. Let them check it.
That's lady 101.
Yeah, like let them check it out. Like it's a part of your health, like everything else. So your vaginal, you got to think like your outer part is your vulva, right? The vagina is what's inside. So like your vagina is like vaginal prolapse. So it's just like it can come out, and they would have to like push your vagina back inside.
God, that's so traumatic.
Like it happens sometimes to older ladies at like the nursing home and everything. So take care of your coochie, ladies. Like. To speak of that brings me to a point that I enforce at the parties. I know, y'all, as women, we always talk about how we got the wet. It's the wet. It's the wild. We got the wild. We got the wild, right? And we probably do, right? Probably got some.
Any woman that say it, they better have it.
You better have it, right?
Don't ever cap on that.
I pray that the wild is not the BB. Let's talk about that.
Let's go.
Because that's a thing,
right?
BV is a thing, ladies. Don't be thinking that just because it's wet, that means it's all good. That ain't always true.
Right.
Well, BV is
bacterial.
Because too much wetness is a yeast infection.
Yes.
Shit,
yeast is also a thing, right? Like,
and we do need yeast as women, but it's healthy.
Healthy yeast. Yes, healthy bacteria. Take probiotics, ladies.
Please take a probiotic. Every day, especially
every
day. I take a probiotic.
What's wrong with it? One little pill, pop it with your water, because we're gonna drink our water, right? We talked about that. We're gonna drink our water, keep our skin together, keep our vagina all in tight and everything like that. Come on now, take the probiotics, right? But some women be thinking that just because they wet, that you got the BV.
I know your difference.
If it got a little twang, a little musty,
it's a little like muddy, I think.
Little situation. Go to the doctor. They gonna get a little.
And listen, it's not to shame you.
It's the truth.
Men don't. I don't know. Sometimes women bodies
go through so much,
and then sometimes the men we fucking.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna say that again. Brothers, drink your water.
Thank you.
Drink your water.
Clean your penis after you pee.
Yeah. After you have the sex, urinate.
Pee.
Yes.
With men and women,
everybody. Pee before you have sex.
Before, yes.
I like to say pop. Pee before, have your orgasm, and then pee after. Okay.
Make yourself pee. Normally, your body, if you're having sex correctly, to me,
should need to pee.
And this is what my guy, and I trust her with everything. She said, if you properly having sex and your body is in tune, your body's going to want to urinate after sex.
Yes, to release it. Yes.
She says that muscle wants to
release. Yeah. So
Great
sometimes the BB is the lady, right? I mean the man, right? He ain't you not making sure that your man is clean.
Ooh, my homegirl Janice, she said clean your fingers.
Clean your nails.
Listen to me. You're not coming down there with mechanic hands.
Please.
Don't you ever think you're gonna touch me.
No, thank you. Why is it
women our organ is down there so sensitive.
So sensitive.
It's sensitive to certain damn pains.
You look at her wrong, and she like, oh God, sick for a week. For real though, like,
no, that's very, very, very real.
No dirty nails. Thank you, girlfriend. No dirty nails.
No dirty nails.
Brush your teeth.
Please scrub your tongue if you going down.
They got those at Walmart. You can get you a little tongue scraper.
That's very true.
Right? You can just scrape all of that nasty shit off your tongue. Because some women be having yeast because their partner's situation is not together.
It's right. It's not just that women are nasty individuals. It's just, hell, most women know at this point, especially if you're at a certain age, you'll start recognizing certain things you got to not mess with or do, or certain underwear you're going to stay away from, and things of that nature.
They're cute and everything.
They're cute, but
just put them on for the situation.
And then put a panty liner on them.
Right. There you go.
There's nothing wrong with having a
They even got the cute little panty liners for your thongs. You see them?
Like this, yeah. Like, look at that motherfucker gonna get lost between him.
It's gonna be up in there.
I'm like, what am I paying?
Find his key.
He's gonna come out with his mouth like, good job, boo.
Go get it. You found that. Go get that. I love you.
I told you we was having a treasure hunt tonight.
Role play.
Damn it, pirates. I can't do this with you.
You know I'm a fool. But no, that's a lot of the problem. Eat some vegetables.
Yes.
A little bit of green vegetables. A different kind of green. Not the kind you smoke, the other kind. A different kind of green, some spinach, a little, little greens, a little something in your diet.
Actually, I found out cucumbers are excellent.
I love a good cucumber.
They're excellent for a woman.
I just buy the little pickle.
I love the middle one. They call it the mini ones. Yeah. I slice them and I get fancy with it.
Just hit it.
Dip it in. And they taste so good.
They good. It's fresh.
They're fresh.
It's basically like you're drinking water, right?
Yeah.
So now everybody want to taste all good and all that. Don't put sugar in your coochie.
Oh no, that's what. Oh, speak on that. Okay, so I am not a person of we're not doing food sex. The first time oh God, that's another experience. Jesus. Oh my God. That whipped cream shit and honey.
You gotta be smart with some shit like that. I saw a lot.
You're not supposed to put it directly on your vagina.
I showed a lot of sugar-free products, ladies and gentlemen. You can put it everywhere, all over your body. Look,
go ahead, girl.
Eat
it like that. Right. But no, that will actually mess your vagina. All out of whack. Will be torn up.
If you don't know how to keep your pH together, put some sugar in a sugar pot.
That's it. I'm not a food person. Like, let's. I did it like a couple times, like on my nipples for my ex. He wanted to explore that, do that a little bit. But okay, we'll do it.
Fun.
Okay. Mm-hmm. But no, we not going down there fully spraying me with
the whole can,
whipped cream and ice cream and honey and all that.
Just leave it everywhere.
No, and then you want to stick your dick in me, and then we're pushing it more up in my all of it. No. So
and then I'm gonna go to sleep. Yeah. I'm just gonna roll over and go to sleep. Like it ain't. And I wake up, it's a goddamn loaf of bread in between. I'm gonna roll over here and go to sleep like ain't nothing ever happened. No, it's something about to happen. It's gonna happen, all right. A whole loaf of bread in between there. Do whatever you need to do. Yeah.
Girl, you are
I'm serious. Like, I don't think people realize how to keep themselves together. Like,
but I'm gonna tell you something. It comes with experience.
Also true.
You gotta. Sometimes you gotta learn because you did it.
Yes.
And
the hard way.
And it's nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. But if you have now, information is so much more accessible to us.
Man, Google.
When I was younger, these things weren't at my fingertips.
And you couldn't talk about it like that.
Like, you weren't supposed to
talk about it. Even when I started this business, like, people buy into it.
I'm like,
oh my God. Like, I remember where we was at, where we used to work at. I was all excited when I started my business. I went around.
Janice said, get that old granny bag they had.
Right.
Forget the stuff they buy in the store. Man, that bag. Well, I used to see it hanging over my grandma's shower. Like,
what is that?
This is in the shower.
What is that? What is that bag?
And listen, I filled it up. And
you done did some things with that bag.
I was in the, she's like, put that down.
I smell like vinegar. Salt and vinegar chips. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you something. The old heads knew what it was, though, right?
Absolutely.
They knew how to
keep. Was the cleanest, beautiful. Her skin was flawless to the day she went to her grave. Both of my grandmothers, beautiful women.
You ain't never smelled your grandmother. Honey, you ain't none of that.
Porkiest titties. I said, why did I get them titties?
Man, please, girl. Where? Somebody find out what happened to my breast.
On the breast reduction.
Can I have them?
Yeah.
Bring them over here.
Okay.
Please.
I wish I had that.
Because the girl lost weight, and that was the first place that the weight was like.
I wish I had that physique.
Man, thank you, baby. I'm
trying to go outside with a pasty on this summer.
The other day, I was looking at a picture of myself, and I was like, oh, I think the old booty. I was like, oh, I missed that thing.
That thing was dangerous.
That thing was dangerous.
That thing was dangerous.
I text my daughter, like, girl, why you didn't tell me this thing was thanging like that? She said, oh, it was
thanging. All over the place, son.
She said, I said, I'm about to gain some pounds. She said, you bet not. I'm like, that thing was thanging. Thank you, babe. I appreciate it.
Amazing.
I appreciate it. I'm enjoying this whole new situation that I got going on. But, yeah, y'all. No, but you gotta keep everything together. You gotta make sure that you don't be letting people, don't let the man do stuff with your coochie that you know.
He don't have one.
Yeah. And ladies, fellas, don't let us do stuff with your penis.
I don't want to. Tell me what you like.
Please.
Tell me like you rub it some way. So some guys like it jerked hard. Some like it like just the head. Some like, I mean, tell me what you like.
Yeah, please tell me what you like.
I'm okay with that. And if I'm not doing it properly,
tell me more.
Help me. Tell me more.
Tell me more.
Tell me more.
Tell me, do it like this. Move like this. Like
lay like this. Look at it like this. Smile at it.
Mm-hmm.
Just be smiling.
Let's talk about ways that we can spice it up a little bit.
Okay, good. Because I was gonna say let's get into the way of add-ons into your
okay. Because you talked about the fact that you got introduced to toys. Like somebody was like, "Hey, this is a fun thing for us to do. Let's try this."
I was actually forced.
Okay. So I was forced. And then it became a thing for you, right? I think that's something that is scary for a lot of people.
This time, Tanya, y'all better say that. Tanya, she shouted you out.
I shouted you out in the beginning, TP. I shouted you out in the beginning, boo. Call me, because I ain't heard from you in a while. Call me.
We'll get together.
We all got to get together. We all got to definitely get together. It's been a long, long time. But some people are scared. Men and women are scared. Okay. Women might be scared sometimes because they don't want their partner to see them enjoy the toy.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Makes sense. How you enjoying him more than me? I've had some of my clients even tell me that. Like, their spouse has come in and been like, okay, you in here laid out, right? Like, you don't be laid out like that for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they're jealous about the toy, right? I remember, personal story, I remember the first toy that I bought, I had to be like 20. I was still with my daughter's father. This motherfucker tore the toys up.
What?
I had a bullet. I had like a little glove, like a little massage glove. Yeah. Ripped the fucking glove. I'm talking about to smithereens, tore the fucking cord out the bullet, like intimidated completely. Like, I was hoping that we gonna use this stuff together. I'm thinking, the lady said we could use this little glove in the shower. Right. I'm like, ooh, this gonna be fun, right? Tore up. You can't use no toy. Like, so sometimes women are scared to let their man see that they enjoy a toy, right? Because the man gonna think, maybe you enjoy that more than me, or I don't spin around like that, or
definitely don't. I'm gonna tell you that, but you're not made to.
I don't vibrate like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely don't. You're not made to.
You don't do that, okay? So it's intimidating for them. So some women are not comfortable, and some men think about it like this: maybe the toy is bigger than you.
Yeah, and I can see how a guy can get low,
right? Maybe you won't be all and going over the top when I'm inside that thing, but maybe you in this toy and you like going crazy, right?
Right.
So it can really be weird. So what I recommend is that you kind of like, it's like a rev up process, right? It's like anything.
Okay.
Like, you don't just jump off the box and start drinking Crown, right? You start, maybe you might have some wine, or maybe you might have a beer, right? Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. We need it for us, y'all. Stay on that side of the lane. Look, but it's a work in progress. So I think that what you do is you start with something little. You start with lubricant, or like a cream or something like that. Like we got enhancement
a
cream.
stimulant.
Yeah, some kind of stimulation. Like it's an enhancement cream that I sell to a lot of my clients. It's called O.
Oh.
It's called O. So you put O, you either put it on your clitoris, or you put it on like right under his balls, right? Like right there with
okay.
a little special spot, right? Whatever you call it. Some people call it the gooch, you call it whatever you want to call it, right? And it's going to send a tingling sensation. One on your clitoris to your brain, telling your brain that you're ready to have sex.
Okay.
And for him, up to his prostate, right? Because that's going to tell his prostate that it's time to get busy. And this is going to last about 45 minutes. So now you're going to have some pretty good sex, right? You're tingling, you're aroused, the blood is rushing there. Like, that's the purpose of it, is to rush the blood there. Now, y'all just played with a toy without it being a toy, right? Or we have, like, different, like, straps. Like, not strap-ons like a dick, but, like, straps. Like, strap you down to the bed, right?
Yeah,
or, like,
fun stuff.
Yeah, like, bondage your feet up, or, like, bondage your hands up, or different stuff like that, where now you taking it to a different level that y'all may not have taken it to before, right? It's spicing it up in a different accord. And then we slowly working our way up to what it looked like a toy, right? And it still don't have to be a phallic toy. Like, it don't have to be a dildo. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be. It could be a C-ring. Right? So you put the C-ring on a man's penis.
A lot of guys don't know about this, but come on.
So, fellas, if you not the type of fella that you last a long time, maybe that ain't your thing. You know, everybody got their weaknesses. Right. And that's okay. You know, some chicks don't last a long time. It's just what it is. A C-ring, you put it around a man's penis, right? You put with some lubricant. Don't put this on this man without no lubricant. You're going to rub his man. He gonna kick your ass. He going to break your toy. And you're going to be mad like, Sheena. I'm going to be like, I told you. See, I told you, right? A little bit of lubricant. Put it on there. Put the C-ring. It's going to restrict his penis so that the blood flow, right? He's going to stay hard. He's not going to be so quick to orgasm. It's going to be great for you. It's going to be great for him. Everybody is happy. You basically turned him into like a human vibrator. Yep. Everybody happy. Yep. Everybody happy. Yep. It's fantastic. Yep. Say we used our toy in the beginning. Now we got the C-ring on our brother, right? We done had a great night.
Right. So so then there's levels. Yeah. Exactly. And then I'm gonna tell you something. I've even experienced my bullet. Honey, I got a double head bullet, honey. I got two.
Oh. Gotta have a drink to that one.
One go one way, one go the other way. But what I've experienced with I'll say my ex, they actually like it right up under their balls, like that spot. It's levels to everything. But sometimes you won't know this until you try this. Yes. But it's also not jumping out the window. It's got to be somebody you trust to do these things with.
Like, let's have some conversation. Like, we're going
to that's what you said, the communication. Yeah. It's so big.
Let's think about, like, so usually, I don't know about y'all, but if you're going to have sex, typically, you like talking about it. It should be some kind of, like, lead up to it. Like, yeah, we're going to do whatever. Maybe throw it out there to your partner. Make sex a game. Yeah, like, look, we're going to put up this bullet tonight. I want you to
I want you to look at me. Yeah. I want you to see me.
Yeah, see me.
I want you to see what I do without you.
You got to watch me until you can't control yourself no more.
No more. Now, I'm telling y'all, that would drive a man to the moon and back. And he's going to absolutely love it. Because if any man really pays attention to the woman they're having sex with, they're looking at them, they're actually looking at them.
It's the full experience.
It's the experience of it.
It's like they're watching you at this point. They can hear you. They can see you.
Right.
Shit, you wet, so let's just keep it real. They can smell you.
Like they ready to touch. They're looking at something. They might be rubbing a knee on knee, and it's like, oh my God.
He might rub his own goddamn knee. Like, I can't wait to get over there. Like, right? Like, make it. Why is sex not fun? Why is it a chore? Right? I think that's where a lot of women go left. Like,
like have sex again. Yeah.
It's fun. Like, it's
lit over here.
How is it fun when you having sex by yourself, but boring when you having sex with your partner? You got the wrong partner.
And we just gonna put it straight like that.
I can't say it no different.
Straight like that.
Or
maybe you are the wrong partner.
Maybe you're the problem.
Maybe you're the issue. Oh. And you need to learn something. Maybe you need to elevate in your sexual.
I sell lingerie.
Okay.
Because sometimes that's women in their own head. Like, maybe if you look good. Like, maybe if your tits in the right place and your ass is sitting in the right place, maybe with all of that being good, you feel like I'm a superstar, right? I'm Kim Kardashian in here, or whoever you feel like you could be. Maybe then you feel like you're performing better, right? maybe you don't feel so insecure. Don't take the lingerie off. Like, if lingerie feels good, first of all, it costs a lot of money, so we gonna wear this one day. I'm wearing this shit. You got to tear this up off of me. Like, we gonna wear it, let's wear it. Right? And let's keep it going. It's supposed to keep things in certain places. It's gonna keep your body feeling good. Now you feeling sexy.
It's
maybe
a different feel.
The way that they looking at you is a little bit different, right? So now you like, ooh, right?
And I'm very, I know, I don't have a model's body. I don't give a damn about that. But I'm very confident. I'm very confident in my body.
Yeah.
So to walk around naked in front of who I'm with, it's nothing. Yeah. But when I put on a piece of lingerie, it's like it take it to an elevation of like, oh damn, you know I look like naked, but you see somebody they're seeing lingerie like, oh, that's a whole nother level of intimacy.
It's almost like they want to get you out of the lingerie
because it's almost like they don't know what you look like out of it.
Right. Even though they do,
it's fun as shit. It's fun. I love it. I love having a good piece of lingerie.
That's a nice way to spice it up, right? Like. And a lot of lingerie that they make now, it show different parts. Like, you got a nipple out, you got a booty cheek out, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's another problem. Women don't be accentuating their assets. Like, accentuate your shit.
And accentuate what you like about yourself. It's not about what you think. And again, that came with learning learning into my own sexuality. I had to figure out what I like.
What's your favorite part about your body?
My ass.
Okay.
No. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna say that what sexually it is.
Sexually. Okay. All right. I like that.
Because I wear thongs all the time.
Okay.
To me, it doesn't make sense for me to wear nothing but a thong. Not to be like, oh, but it's because any other panties gonna turn to a thong. That's very uncomfortable. That's uncomfortable.
And now it's rubbing and doing all the things that it is.
See, a thong go where it's supposed to be and it'll stay there.
And it stays there.
But if you got the right shorts and it goes to a thong, honey, I'm uncomfortable all damn day.
I'm gonna have to say my favorite part about my body is my hips. It's the hip thing. Yeah. Because all women don't have hips.
It's an attraction.
Yeah. It's a different.
It's a attention grab.
Yeah.
Actually, I would say, I understand my ass is. Yeah. But when I get these titties done, it's going to be lit on this side.
She said I'm getting a reduction. See, I need some titties. That's my plan.
They're going to be my favorite thing.
We can go together. You can get yours taken down, I'll get mine built up.
She needs the next band, that's it.
Boom. We pop it out on y'all. What? Nothing.
So tell me, we got right. Okay, we've been talking.
We've been kicking it.
This is how the show.
Yeah.
This is how welcome to the BBW Show. Go. Y'all know how you. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Because then I don't get a chance. I don't know why I don't ask all my guests, but it's in my mind. What does a BBW mean to you? Okay. What does those three letters mean to you? Because actually, I have someone that enlightened. Gave me a lot of they gave me a lot of different things that I use now. But what do you feel a BBW?
Okay, so I think that I'm gonna give y'all, all of y'all don't know me, everybody on this thing don't know me. I'm gonna give y'all a little back story about my thickness and my journey. Okay, so at my heaviest I can remember being like 290. Right, I think I'm tall in my brain, but I'm not tall for real. I'm just 5'6", right? So at that point I was pregnant or whatever, but that was my heaviest that I've ever been is 290. But about 250, 260, I was like, I just didn't feel comfortable in myself, right? It wasn't even about nobody else. It was literally about me because I like to dress. That's really what it was. Yes, ma'am. And for us, it's the body proportions, right? Yeah. Like I got a small waist, but I got big hips. So it's like I couldn't find certain things, and like it started to get weird for me. So I'm like, I just want to be healthy. I just want to lose weight, right? So currently, I'm about 175, right? So I started about 250. I'm about 175, right? So my whole life though, I had always been a bigger woman, right? Like I had never known I was born 10 pounds. I was a 10-pound baby, right?
Damn, she was
like I came out the room with 2 teeth, a head full of hair, and 10 pounds. I swear to God, no lie. I swear to God. Like my mother brought me home with ponytail holders in my hair.
Wow. I
had 2 little teeth in the bottom of my mouth. I was 10 pounds, right? Yes, I came out the womb with my eyes open, like a bitch been nosy since I got here, all right? So I think being a bigger woman always came with a lot of attention, right?
Absolutely.
Be it good or bad.
Be it good or bad,
right? Like
absolutely.
It always came with a lot of attention, like whether it be them thinking as a young girl that we was involved in shit that we wasn't per se involved in, or whether it be as an older woman, people just lusting after you, right?
Right.
At some point, I really lived in it. Like when I met you, I was really living in the fact that I was a thick woman. You know what I'm saying? Like I was confident about it. Like, I felt good about it. I walked in it.
Yeah,
like, I stepped in it. Like, I'm that bitch. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care that I'm a bigger bitch. I'm going to be that bitch. And you going to want me. When you see me, you going to want me. And I don't care who you is. Man or woman. Man or woman. Okay? So, I don't give a shit. That's how I felt, right? So, to me, being a big woman, being a BBW, the big part was just big, not only in body, but in personality. Right? Like,
character, baby.
Yeah, if you gonna be watching me, I'm gonna give you something to watch.
I'm gonna give you something to actually talk about because you haven't talked about shit yet.
No, not at all. I'm gonna give you something to talk about though.
But your conversation got it.
Yeah,
you better bring it right.
And the crazy part about it is that I'm going to, in giving you all of that, I'm gonna fuck up your mental in the process, right? Like you not gonna have any. Being a BBW to me was like the big part meant that everything that came was gonna be big, right? You was gonna get a big personality. You was gonna get big energy. You was gonna get
big energy.
You was gonna get just a big boss bitch, right?
And you gonna get the baddest,
right? And it's gonna blow you in a way where you like, whoa, I never seen this, right?
This is how we got along for the first time. I swear to God, it was this type of connection.
It's all authentic. It's all true. It's all real.
It's not boastful.
It's not boastful.
It wasn't vulgar. It's come catch this energy.
Like when I leave you, one of two things I felt like was supposed to happen. Either you was gonna want to be with me, or you was gonna want to be me. Right?
Yeah.
It was either one or the other. Right? You can't be me because. He only made me, right?
It's only one SHEENA.
And you probably can't be with me because I ain't interested, right? But you're never gonna forget me. That's what I felt like. Like you never gonna forget you gonna remember me. You might not remember my motherfucking name. You might not remember anything else, but I'm gonna leave a lasting impression on you for the rest of your fucking life, right? And that's just how I felt being like a bigger woman. Because if you gonna watch me, I'm gonna give you something to watch. Absolutely. I'm gonna make it amazing. I'm gonna make it fantastic, and that's why you're watching. Like you're mesmerized by it.
Truly, you have it. And I don't mean to interject.
No, do your thing.
But to explain it that way, I'm gonna tell you something. I've never been able to get those words out like that. But that's exactly. I'm telling you how I know who I am because it's not for you.
Absolutely,
trust me. You're gonna experience me because it's me.
Yes.
And I'm that. My energy is big. My ass big. My eyes are big. My mouth. I got a big ass mouth sometimes too. But I also got big love.
Yes.
I got big confidence. I got big self-care.
I got a big brain. Everything you get is coming.
I got great ass fashion sense. Yeah. I'm about to show you. I'm not giving you. I'm about to show you.
It's gonna be an experience. See, and that's the thing. You're gonna enjoy it.
You might not even think you're about to enjoy it, but you're gonna enjoy it. And you're not gonna enjoy it just because it's like, it's because it's just
you don't have a choice. It's not even optional.
It's
this is what it is. Yes, it is.
And I'm gonna tell you something. I love when I get to experience that with other people.
Yes, I do too. Like I love when I'm captivated by
I don't feel like I'm capped this way. Yeah, I'm the only Stacey. Yeah, you're the only SHEENA. But when I get to meet a SHEENA like that. I'm like, look at this bitch. Like she bad. Look, Stacey, I get a Stacey, I get a Tracy. Yes. When you get to experience women like that, it's like.
I'm gonna give you an example of a woman that we know mutually that I thought was bad and that kind of like owned her own power and did it loud but quietly at the same time. Devin.
Man, what?
Right. Like I'm gonna make a whole bunch of
loud and quiet at the same time. But Devin is very, very introverted.
Yes.
But honey,
you gonna see me
when
you gonna hear me and you gonna know
when her toe hit the room. But get beyond now, Devin. She's a beautiful woman. That spirit is one of the most genuine spirits that's ever come upon. Mm-hmm. She has a presence of a very beautiful, light-skinned, warm woman. Beautiful, always had long hair. You know, she's like kind of angel-less.
Yeah, yes, absolutely, yes.
So she stepped in the room.
But don't fuck with me.
But don't, gangsta boo, honey.
Don't fuck with me.
When I found out, I said, this is a whole fucking gangster.
Don't fuck with me.
But also, she'll be a gangster because of how she loves somebody.
But I'm a lady.
But I'm a lady, too.
First.
Devin is one of the baddest, honey. Mm-hmm. We got a bunch of badass.
Yeah.
Actually, though.
Yeah.
But she was, and then she was just a ball of fun. She is a ball of fun. She still is a ball of fun. And I can agree with you on that. Yeah. I can agree with you.
Like, and I think that's what boss women recognize other boss women immediately.
we understand.
Like
whatever
without
size,
words,
without size,
yeah,
without trying to size someone up or think who they are. You can almost take that person's energy and like say, oh, yeah. I can definitely be upon this person and really genuinely rock with them without an issue. Without an issue.
Absolutely. And I just think that women who know how to be women, like I think that when you are a bigger woman, you have to learn how to truly be a woman. Like, because you can't, it's nothing for you to hide behind. Really, it's in the forefront, right? Like, it's right there in your fucking face. Like, this is, it's evident, right? So you got to learn the essence of everything that comes with womanhood because you have to exude it. Because everybody is expecting the negative
something negative off of that. Yes. Especially when growing up. See, this is a much more popular BBW world.
Yes.
But when
they want who we were.
Right.
Naturally.
But growing up, this wasn't popular. But I made it popular. I never, thank God I was never insecure in who I was. Yeah. I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, you were blessed because
I really am grateful for that.
Like, you know, the tens now and how, you know, the BBLs, you know, all that stuff. Like, I was called fat growing up. Not just outside of the house, but inside of the house.
Yeah, you shared that story, which is that's where it started because my mother trained her children. Listen, no matter what, y'all gonna look. I don't care what you think the world you look like. You look amazing, and we're gonna make sure you walk in.
I got to say that though.
My mother didn't dog me like that, but she didn't reinforce the.
I got to say that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The positive.
The positivity.
Yeah. I heard it every single day, and I was so grateful for that.
I appreciate that, and I respect that for your mother, because I'm gonna say this much about you and your sister. Y'all some fly bitches. Y'all is some fly bitches. No, listen, I ain't never not seen y'all be fly. Like the first one, that's what made me gravitate to y'all. I'm like, these bitches be dressing like
walking heels every day. These bitches we had dress codes. Like, listen, we worked for a very prominent law firm.
Yeah.
But you had to come in dress clothes every day. But me and Tracy thing was, heels, dress slacks, skirts. We're coming, and my hair, my nails always been done since I've been a teenager. Yeah. My hair always been done since I've been a teenager.
Yeah.
My mother, she thinks I overdo it now.
Cause she older, so now she thinking everything over the top.
She'll be feeling my wardrobe a lot. But what she did, she actually made sure that we had a new piece of clothing every time she got paid. My mom used to get paid every Thursday.
I love that.
By the Saturday, we was in, and again, I was never just no small chick, so I'm in a plus size store as a teenager buying $80 pair of jeans when y'all in fucking
$20 pair of Levi's. Yeah,
come on. That. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a name brand hanging off of me, but I had some money hanging off of me. Yeah. Not to brag, because my mother wanted me to be in the proper clothing. She ain't just trying to stuff me in a pair of pants. Yeah. You know, I had to wear the right foundation. That's why I know so much about foundations and girdles.
I love this.
And slips.
I remember even asking you shit like that, like, Stacey,
where you shopping?
Where you get the shapewear? Like, I need the shapewear.
I get so many questions like, where you shopping? Now today I can say I shop everywhere because we have so many more options. But back then we was at places Peachtree's Plus, Avenue, Size of Limited,
Deb.
It was not that many big selections, but you had to go where the selection was at to make sure that you dress a certain way. So I appreciate it.
I respect your mother for that, because you have to teach confidence in girls, especially when girls is a bigger girl, right? Like, it's so important to be able to.
Foundation is everything to your clothes. Yes. I want to teach you. I'm telling y'all, I'm coming with my nonprofit. Ladies, my little beautiful young women, my queens, I'm coming for y'all because I got something in line. We're gonna learn, and you're gonna learn your sexuality, right?
Yes.
So this is
girl.
We're gonna the branches that I got coming off of here. It's gonna be everything.
It's gonna be beautiful. I love it.
Everything.
I think that's just important though. Like I was saying, just living in your femininity, right? Like, just knowing how to be a woman.
It's real.
Like, if you was paying attention as we was growing up, it was so many good examples of, like, womanhood, right? Like, of what a woman was supposed to look like and what a woman was supposed to sound like and dress like and all of those things. Like, even just to be, like, like, cliche or whatever, like a Claire Huxtable type situation, right? Like, this is the epitome of what, I ain't saying you got to be a lawyer or some kind of woman.
Or her shape or look like her. But understand, she dug into who she was because she knew who she was. And listen, and don't get me wrong, and I'm gonna say this not to cut you off.
No, do
but don't think femininity means just being so like, oh
yeah,
no. It's as a woman, it's in you. It's a being.
Yes,
and you're supposed to elevate it. It's supposed to manifest as you go on.
It's
at
really
13,
come out of you.
13 ain't gonna look like when I'm 45.
No.
Trust me. I had a process of every part of me that grew like that. And it was beautiful though.
Who I am as a woman.
I struggled through some parts, honey. You gonna struggle through your periods.
Okay.
You're gonna struggle through the headaches and heartaches you might get from a relationship. You might struggle with the children. I don't have children, but I felt like the fit. I did. I have children.
Girl, you got everybody's children. You a mama.
Oh God.
You the other mama. Look.
For real. This current one is mama. That's according to him.
You're the other mama.
But you're going to struggle through so many levels of your femininity, is what we're trying to say.
Yes.
Because you have to
come into what it really means to you, right? Because
to
you define it, yes.
To you.
And
a man can't do it.
Only you can live in that true essence of what your femininity looks like. Like, who don't nobody know what that means other than you, right? Like, it's defined by you.
Some days you might want to look like, listen, for a whole month of December, I look like I stuck my finger in a socket.
And you probably got more play.
I'm in the grocery store like, I don't.
And they, hey baby, what's your name? You like, please stop.
I'm about to embarrass somebody. I don't want to talk to you.
Please stop. You gonna stop? Yeah.
You got some of my GoFundMe?
Yeah. Please.
I mean, but I'm living in my femininity. I'm living in who I am. Yeah. That's all. This is who you are.
And it's okay to be vulnerable as a woman. I think sometimes we in this whole bag of masculinity where we all like, I gotta be tough. I'm independent. I'm done being strong. I want to be a weak bitch. You feel me? Like,
I want to be in the back. I'm a person that believes chivalry is not dead.
Yes.
So prove it to me, please.
Hook a girl up.
I do.
Please, like, because that don't mean that, like, right? Like, a lot of women think too that feminine mean being submissive, but they think it the wrong way. That it just means saying yes, right?
Right.
Femininity comes with discernment. Okay, let's talk about that.
Come on, and it comes with leadership.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
You gotta okay. So my grandmother told me something. She said the smartest women know how to be a leader in their relationship without making a man feel like
they be leading.
She said, if you really a woman and you really smart, you know how to plant a seed in your man's head so that he feel like this his own motherfucking idea. I said, talk about it. Come on, grandma, talk about it. Okay, you done plant a seed. You done put a seed in this man's head.
You just
and put a tree. And now he like, this all me. You like,
yeah,
that's
baby,
all you.
Look where we about to go.
You right. Going every mile.
No, because I need you actually be the worker in this shit. I just want to give you the idea.
Yeah.
I want to do it.
That's all. And now let him lead it, right? Now you like, yeah.
Beautiful.
When really, in reality, it was all you. And I'm not saying like that, but sometimes that's what he needs.
Yeah. I love it.
But we don't have that bag no more.
What I'm visualizing, I'm going to say it because I like to speak stuff into. I'm learning how to do energy and speak stuff into existence because we're going to wrap this up. See how it just goes?
Oh, no, we had such a great time.
Listen, I told her she's so cute, right? When we talking about the show.
Man, tell him about it. Tell him.
I said you gotta get our show on here,
man,
because the show is so unscripted. I love my show being unscripted, but we do have to. A lot of times, I love to have guests that have a. We're going to a message where we have a something they specialize in or something that they are very knowledgeable in that can help me learn. That's the whole thing. Welcome to the BBW Show.
Okay,
it's about Stacey's life. People's in it, people that manifest me, people can help me, people I love to be a part of. This is what you'll never see. You won't see. You might have somebody I might have a little bit of opposition with, but it's because somebody I feel like has a value.
Still value,
it's still a value to my life. So welcome to BBW Show is nothing but welcome to Stacey's life. That's all it is. And anybody that's a part of it, that's why we don't just stick to politics. We just don't stick to sports. We just don't stick to we stick to. I call myself a lifestyle.
Yeah, you gotta be multifaceted. Yes, I like that about you.
Yes,
always love that about you. Like it's so many different levels.
I'm the person that I don't buy into the mentality of no new friends. I always want to learn. We're humans. We're supposed to actually engage in other humans. I'm very big on that.
Yeah,
I'm huge on that. So to be able to have her, but I'm gonna say this because I think our show can go to levels.
Yes, we can do this a lot of times because there's so many things that I'm going to
manifest this because I think I'm
manifesting, y'all.
Yeah, I think what I would love to do. And then sometimes have even because I think the next time we do this, I would love to specialize in something about the men, only strictly men.
We're talking about men.
Yes.
And
listen, I'm not a man, so I'm not gonna solely say it's gonna be us talking about, because that's unfair. That's
but we need the brothers. We need y'all to call.
We gotta call
talk to us,
and we need a special guest. But I would love to do this with you again next month.
Okay, let's do this next month. Yeah.
And I'm going to set it up, but we're going to discuss. One, we're going to agree. It's not. I don't do that. Even though this is my show, but I would love to. We can maybe agree or think about together collectively, because you probably know some people.
Yeah.
I'm talking about as far as a man.
Okay.
That we can have as a special guest.
Okay.
Say he's going to bring these topics up. He's going to teach us this stuff. He's going to talk about.
I know a few people.
Let's go.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
So
Fellas, the next one is for you.
The next one is this is for you.
Fellas.
You.
We thinking about y'all. We care about y'all.
I love y'all.
We love you.
I've got one very sexual being male. And,
Lord, please, honey, I love sexual beings.
Yeah.
I think we are all sexual beings. Can we tap into it though?
Honey, I'm ready.
Like, it's something wrong.
I really am this is really.
Some people are as dry as the Mojave Desert.
And they really get dry as the desert. I'm over here in the Pacific.
The asexual people, we gonna move them to the left. The asexual people, y'all gonna be over there on island by yourself.
And Stacey's over here
enjoying
her best life.
Okay. I feel like before we close, living in your true sexual self allows you to be a better version of yourself.
It allows you to be the person who you
really are. Yes, like it brings out those things that are kind of dormant if you don't tap into your sexual side, right? Yeah. Like that's so important.
And it leads you to understand that the gavel that a human holds over you doesn't mean a damn thing.
Yeah.
Judgment is of somebody's life. It don't belong to you.
Who is you?
I don't care what nobody's, and I say this, and I've had this conversation with actually a lot of men and multiple people. I don't care what you might think or what you might think.
Yeah, that ain't even none of my business.
It's not. Well, honestly, I can't. But I know who I am.
Yeah.
So if you think I'm a hoe, okay.
The more interesting part about it is you think I'm a hoe, but you can't even get none. So what does that really say?
One little piece of this.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you.
Yeah, you infatuated. That's why you so mad.
That's really why you mad. And that's okay. I know what you say in the mad side of life. I never buy into anybody's opinion about me. And I'm grateful that at one point I was kind of stuck in that. I was kind of purgatory in that because I questioned some things. There were some things I was going through with my life, person. But I overcame that. Yeah. And I'm free. That's the word. I'm free from that. Yeah. And I will never care about nobody's opinion. Because in that moment, like, you're carrying that, right? That person ain't thinking about you or consuming with you. Yeah, like they just felt they felt. Right. And then they put that weight on you. So and how am I supposed to carry that? Right.
Yeah, that ain't fair. That's not fair at all. Yeah, I don't like that.
So we've had a great conversation.
We had a great conversation. Look, we've only drinking half of the bottle. We did good. We did really good. Don't judge us on the camera. Now, we don't know what's gonna happen when we get done with y'all. Like that might be a whole other stuff y'all today. Yeah, that's it.
Then we talk about business, ain't no business.
But yes, I would love to come back next month. We're gonna talk about the things for the fellas. Fellas, we need some things that the fellas want to talk about because we don't know.
And we'll tap into someone that's versed in it. Yes. That has some great knowledge in it.
So we need y'all to
come back. Like our caller tonight, he had great viewpoints.
I love that. He said he numb out them.
I mean, he concentrate.
Mr. Sir, when we have our show next week, call back, okay? Because we need you to give us more information about that.
Mr. Sir.
We need a little bit more detail, just so that we can really tap into what it was that you was discussing.
Because a lot of times I think men feel like they get drowned out by what women think. So I never like to be on that scale. I love to actually. I've had so many conversations where I was just the only woman in the room with men. Mm-hmm. And
the things you learn,
but the things sometimes you gotta bring to light for them too, because that's important.
Yeah. So I gotta give a shout out for a second to my dad, because I think that's a lot of how I learned about me.
My dad's great. Yeah, my dad.
I went to live with my dad when I was 12.
Oh, okay.
And my father is a man. Like my dad is a Marine. My dad is a Marine. He a little bit of a gangbanger. We ain't gonna talk about it. Like my daddy is a man, right? Like he's a man, and so he surrounded me with men, right? Like just because of his friends, and he around manly men, and they doing manly things, right? But that was so powerful. Yeah, like I learned so much shit being around men. Like I'm something like a dude, right? Like not because I'm not feminine, but like I at the point that my thinking was being developed, I was being taught by men. You know what I'm saying? Like, about what men want and how a woman should be. That's so important, right? Like,
to actually hear it from men. Yes, it actually is.
Like, it's so much little shit that I don't think that women realize is important to a man. Oof. Like, even the small thing, like being this man's friend. Like, be his friend.
Right. Don't be his friend. Don't be that bark.
Yeah, you don't know nothing about basketball. That's cool, but fake like you know everything about basketball when he's sitting here watching basketball.
And then boosts his confidence. If you know about it, ask him some questions about it.
Because now you mad that he want to hang with his friends. Because guess what? You could be his friend and he can hang with you if you knew what the hell was going on, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, just even like just being, not being the bark, right? Being the patient, being all of these things that, just little shit like that. I gotta give a shout out to my dad because I think it's so many women
my damn dad,
that didn't pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you watch a man in his true essence, you learn from a real man.
Yeah, you do. Mm-hmm. Listen, my dad this week, he replaced. He rebuilt his whole furnace.
And your dad older. Go ahead, Daddy.
Seriously, like, I don't even know what I said. I felt so bad. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta be a millionaire so I can just buy them.
And he won't. And even if you was a millionaire, he gonna be like, I'm fixing this shit myself. We putting that money in the bank.
I said, I can figure it. I said, Dad, maybe we need to call. No, I got it.
Yeah, but that's a man though, because men used to be men to the point that they were gonna at least try to provide and protect and do the things that came.
My mom and dad are married today to this day.
It's been like 40-some years, ain't it?
50. They're 50 in November.
That's what I'm talking
about.
Black love.
50. Hey. I ain't gonna ever see it, but you know, I'm just saying. I mean, I ain't gonna get 50 with nobody unless God give me.
Hey, we don't know.
He might. I mean, she or we.
Hey,
they.
Would you? But we in a whole nother. Would you marry again?
No, I'm not getting married ever again.
Hey.
I'm not ever getting traditionally married again.
Okay.
Like that. But I will get blessed. I will
commitment.
I will get committed because of our terms. We will write our own legal terms.
Condition.
Everybody think that you have to have a state sign off on you. If you send paperwork to the state for them to sign off on, then
with a notary and everything.
That's my agreement. That's my binding. That doesn't have nothing to do with them. But when you get married according to the state law, you get a contract with the state.
Yeah, they involved in your business.
So I can't get uncontracted without them.
Yeah, that's true.
Damn. Fuck you. All right, that's how I feel.
Hey, Sanchina Boo.
That's Sanchina
Boo.
I mean, that's another
one.
I mean,
that's a Scorpio.
And she's one of the most lit Scorpios. Female wise. She's
we love you.
She's the best. She's like one of the most humblest.
Yeah. But dope and humble though. Like how that's a combo.
Especially for a Scorpio and a woman.
Because a lot of Scorpios ain't humble. We love you, girl.
But we love you. Okay, we gotta go.
Y'all.
Listen, I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. Sheena, tell them.
Okay, let me tell y'all how y'all can reach me. Okay, so I'm Miss _Sheena Marie on Instagram. Obviously, the people on my Instagram watching me. Miss _Sheena Marie on Instagram. I'm just Sheena Marie on Facebook. You will see my beautiful face
and that beautiful body.
If you want to reach out to me to book a party, you want to buy a product, you want a one-on-one. I do couples consultations. I do individual consultations. My phone number is 216-253-7556. Hit me up. Feel free to DM me or Facebook. I'm just, like I said, Miss Sheena Marie. My website is www.pureromance.com/Sheena Marie. Notice how everything got a theme there. But hit me up. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. We can continue the conversation. We will continue the conversation. And we will talk to y'all soon. Thank y'all.
Thank you. And thank you for listening to NoStaticRadio.net. You just finished listening to Welcome to the BBW Show on the station, where we don't bring no static, but we sure enough bring the noise. Make sure you guys check us out social media, where we absolutely love to hear from you at Facebook.com/NoStaticRadio LLC, on Twitter at NoStatic_radio, on Instagram at the @the real_NoStatic Radio, and on YouTube at No Static Radio, no pauses in between. Also, if you'd like to listen to replays of this show and others on NoStaticRadio.net, make sure you check us out on Mixler.com or Mixcloud.com. Just type in a No Static Radio in the toolbar for replays of this show and others on this platform. And for continuous streaming listening to us on TuneIn.com. liveonlineradio.net. At Media Q, just type in No Static Radio in the toolbar for continuous streaming of this show and all others on this platform. And for more in-depth look all things No Static Radio, including possible upcoming events, merchandise, or an in-depth look at all shows, hosts, please visit our website at www.nostaticradio.net for all things No Static Radio. And again, thank you so much for sharing your time with us. And you know what we got more music for your listening pleasures. Here on Your Voice of the Revolution, NoStaticRadio.net, powered by Google and sponsored by Lamont Avenue Wines, including Rugby League and Designs Me exclusively. Again, thank you for welcome to the BBW Show, y'all. We love y'all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. It's a great show, Sheena. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I had a great time.
We're doing it next month again. We're gonna have we're gonna call it March Madness Midnight. That's what we're
okay. I like that.
Yeah, y'all.
Fellas, we need y'all to tune in.
I told y'all, welcome to the BBW Show where we do it bigger, better, badder, bitchier, almost beautiful every time.
Always.
What I do. I'm always gonna bring it, y'all. We're gonna level up. Thank you, Static Radio. Thank you, Decisive. Thank you, Sheena. I love y'all so much.
Thank you for having me.